this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No, I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do. Fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. For much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. For the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. Focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give in some way. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Dun 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 dun. Ooh.
I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need.
Dun 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 dun.
So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease.
Hey, JP, Ira, JQ. What's up, West Virginia? Birdman. What's up, Demetrius? Had fun over there reviewing the fight, man, with Miss T. What's up, Miss T? Hopefully you in here. G Brown, what's up, Zach? Batman, what's up, man? Y'all be having a good time over there, man. Batman, they'll give you no respect, man. None. That's your own pot. Well, it's 3 ways, so I guess they can do what they want, right? What's up, Shamar? Appreciate you, man. Mark, what's up, Club 57? What it do, G Brown, man? What's up, KB? K Sims, KB and K Sims. Y'all remember KB Toy Store where a kid can be a king? Y'all remember that? Oh, man. I totally appreciate you, man. The guest is in the building. I'm going to play the trailer really quick. Smooth. Super Bros. What's up, man? What's up, Lynn Soldier? Appreciate it. I'm going to play the trailer, and we're going to jump into it, and we're going to have a good time, man.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
At least 15. At least 15. Barbershop conversation. The guest is in the building, man. We got man, bloodline from royalty, man. What's up? Appreciate you, Mr. Henderson. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Hagler?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? What's up?
Man, I'm doing super well, man. It's an honor to have you on this platform, man. And man, thank you for making the adjustment. He thought it was 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but we do 9 o'clock on the West Coast a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I forgot where you was coming from, man. I was like,
Man, I totally appreciate you, man. Might as well start. Did you see the fight Saturday?
yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you? What did you think about Sean honoring your family?
I like that, man. I see that at war. I need to start watching that war stuff for real.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. Yeah, that was. What did you think of the fight?
yeah. That's what only thing about it. See, when you were out there war, you gotta be ready to go to war. And I feel like his dad shouldn't throw that towel, man.
Mm.
You can't rock something like that and just be like, okay, we finna start the fight. Cause Sean could have went. Let him go out on his shield. Is that the case?
Nah, I couldn't agree with you because that was the conversation that I was having after the fight. Like he wore the war. He wore Marvin Hagler 3 rounds of hell, you know, and he didn't live up to the expectations that he set for his fan base, you know, and for the fans of boxing.
Yeah, that's very true, man. You out that, man. That's something you gotta really stand by, cause he would have he would have not allowed that. That wouldn't have happened. To be honest with you, in his corner. My dad, I talked to my dad about it, senior, and he said he wouldn't have did that.
Wow. So what's it like being a haggler, man? What's it like being a haggler, man? Inquiring minds want to know.
Man, it's a privilege being a haggler, man. I really love being a haggler, man. For real.
Man, that's totally special. Did you first fall in love with boxing because you got into it kind of late as a pro? So, was boxing your first love? Because you're like a great athlete. As I was going through your stuff,
Oh yeah, boxing was my first love. I learned about the first sport I learned about as a child. To be honest with you.
the volume is low. You get
I
your
said,
hand on the mic. There you go. There you go. Go
I
ahead.
said, yeah, boxing was the first sport I fell in love with as a child. I mean, that's the first sport I learned.
Mm.
I just
Did
didn't
you?
have I just didn't have the opportunity to do it because my granddad, what happened with him with Sugar Ray Leonard in 1987.
Uh-huh.
So he didn't want nobody. He didn't want nobody else to do it.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that moment up. I had a conversation with Larry Merchant one time, and Larry Merchant was the first person that spoke to your dad at the end of that fight. And he told Larry Merchant, "Why you let them do this to me?" That's what he told Larry Merchant as he walked out the ring.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Oh, you know that story?
yeah, I do.
Well, obviously, you know. Well, tell us more. Tell us more about Sugar Ray Leonard and your grandfather, man. Because I know you know the real stories. I only know what I read because back then it was newspaper articles.
Yeah, I mean him and to me, I feel like he let Leonard play him a little bit, cause I feel like Leonard had a game plan for that fight. Even when he called it, had that meeting where he had Howard Cosell, Muhammad Ali was there, and he told everybody he was gonna retire right before he said our fight with Marvelous Marvin Hagler will be like a great money show. I
Mm-hmm.
saw that messed with him mentally, and he just sat back and I felt like just watched. Even Leonard said it himself. One reason why he fought him because at that time, my granddad was really after the Gabi fight. He was really down with boxing. To be honest with you, he was trying to retire anyway, so he didn't really want to fight no more after that. And then caught him at that time. That's why my granddad really despised Leonard. He really didn't like Leonard like that.
Mm.
Afterwards, he didn't for real. He just kept it cordial when he seen him in public and stuff like that. But that's something that haunted him his whole life. because he felt like he was cheating and robbed. Which I agree. I feel like he was robbed because everybody know you the champion. You don't run away from the champ. You got to come take the title like how he did. Everybody else came and took the title, trying to take the title from him. Leonard ran and got points and stuff like that.
Yeah, he did. He did. Man, and what's your take on Sugar Ray Leonard now? 30 years removed from that. 30-something years now. Wow.
Man, my family, man, we had a vendetta against Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, I never, as a child growing up, I never liked Sugar Ray Leonard. I never watched none of his fights and nothing like that.
Wow.
Like, I didn't like him at all. But you know what? A couple of like weeks ago, Leonard reached out to me on Instagram and told me like if that could bring, if he could tell my grandfather that he won that fight, or that if that'll bring him back, he'll tell him that. He wrote me a message on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, even though to me, I think he was just lying or trying to be nice.
Well, show that so we can screenshot that son of a guy. If you got another phone or a device, put that up to the screen so we can see it.
I kept the message. I actually said I got a group message with all my the Haglers. We got a whole group message, so I sent it to them in the thing. It was like, oh wow.
Right. What's it like in the gym? Like as a child, when were you introduced to the sport of boxing? Like you said, it was your first love. Do you remember like your first moments in the gym?
Yeah, I remember all that. My at the house we stayed at in Atlanta. My grandma moved down here from Boston after they divorced. They had a whole boxing gym downstairs, and me just trying to hit the punching bag. I used to always hurt my hands because it's, the sand was at the bottom of the bag.
And as a child, what's your first memories? So I know where to start with the story.
My first memory is actually sticking my hand in my granddad's fighting gloves. I had to be like 3 or 4 years old.
What fight was that?
I think it was a Leonard Cup fight. His last fight.
Wow. So you know Bob Arum?
I haven't met Bob Arum before, but I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I interviewed him yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that.
I seen that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And actually, I interview him probably once a month and for an hour at length. He's like one of my funnest interviews, man. It's like playing mental ping pong with him, because he's a lawyer and stuff. And
I never knew that he was a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. Yeah. So that's why I have to frame my stuff the right way, because he's just gonna answer it as a lawyer. But I remember we did a live one time, and it was after your granddad. It was a day or two after your grandfather had passed, and he shut the interview down. He said, "I can't take it. I gotta go." And he said, "So many great memories with that kid." He basically said, "It's not fair that he had to go before me." That was his sentiment. It just wasn't fair. Yeah. So he has fond memories of you and your grandfather. So are you softball too?
Yeah, I fight softball.
Are you a natural softball, or are you doing it because of your grandfather?
Nah, he wasn't a natural softball either though.
Right.
That's what they taught me when I was a child. So when I got into the boxing ring, they tried to make me fight orthodox, but it was never really comfortable because I learned how to fight softball growing up.
What lessons that you apply now to the ring that you actually learned from your father and your grandfather?
Man, discipline and sacrifice. My granddad instilled that sacrifice and that discipline. Man, every time I talk to them, man, something was gonna be mentioned about sacrificing and being disciplined. I used to play football, so he used to be on me about sacrificing it. It's like he almost didn't want me to have a childhood. I was like, dang, I can't do nothing. He was like,
I can imagine that.
He said, no, it'll be there when you achieve your goals. Right now, stuff not going nowhere.
Wow. And he was honestly, and still to this day, he still has the best physique in boxing. To this day, no one has out physiqued your grandfather. Nobody.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No one. No, I'm serious. No one, because I look at them.
You pictures. Like Floyd?
Nah, because your grandfather had more density.
Yeah.
I mean, he was more dense. Floyd is, no one no one out. I think him throwing punches in the ring, those pictures are like timeless and like priceless, man. So did y'all ever spar a little bit? Have y'all?
Nah,
No, you never sparred. He never played. He never moved around with you in the ring.
nah. I did it with my dad a couple of times. With my granddad, we might have shadow box a little bit and stuff like that. But I ain't no spar with him now.
All right. What do you take from the sport now? You've had 3 fights, right?
Yeah.
3 fights. What have you taken away from the sport?
Um, I'm really just still learning, trying to learn everything I can for real. But I learned, you got to be disciplined, though, like he said, and you got to be motivated, and you must sacrifice. Basically, the things he told me, I'm kind of going through now. Like I see what he was talking about.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. That discipline is a huge component to the sport, and we see it like the lack of disciplines with these fighters, like with the drinking and the smoking and the partying. Seem like you mentioned Floyd, your family just had like that great discipline. Did that come from his father?
Came from he didn't really know his father. It came from It came from actually it was him.
Wow.
He wanted to be great so much that he would really sacrifice all this stuff. And my great grandma, she's still living to this day. I talk to her a lot.
Wow. How old is she?
Grandma May's in her 80s.
Beautiful. That's
She's still moving and everything.
she driving?
Yeah, she driving and everything.
Oh man.
Grandma May ain't lost the step all beat.
man, that's a absolute blessing. How do you view boxing today? Being that your family was a part of the high, part of the Four Kings, and you've sat down at the kitchen table and had these great stories. And you look at boxing today, what's good about it and what you say what's bad about it?
The only thing I say that's really bad about the sport is the ducking, not fighting the people that not like how my grandfather, like you had to fight the number one contender behind you. Now you got people like, okay, like for instance, how Canelo, what he's doing, and I love Canelo. I love Boo Boo the most though, because I be training with Boo Boo sometimes. Yeah, how you gonna jump up in weight classes, but you ain't unify the whole weight class?
Right.
Like you see, he just hopping around lots of different weight classes with 1 or 2 belts. Only class in unify was 168. So that's the bad thing about it. I think it's kind of like watered down. It's not how it used to be. The fight is not going out how they used to go. Even Floyd, you see how his last fight was Andre Berto. He didn't fight like the next upcoming star.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up because we had that I facilitated the conversation that we had here, and he gave his power to the wrong. I believe he gave his power to Canelo, and I think, like you said, Andre Berto, he should have fought like a Keith Thurman or Earl Spence or something like that,
Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford, exactly, and or at least not, if he didn't fight him, at least thrust him to that position immediately after he left, and that way he would still have a legacy. Like I don't think Floyd has a physical legacy like that someone can say, well, Floyd is carrying this fighter. I don't think him and Tank have that relationship like that. It would be great if Floyd had that fighter where they were like arm in arm and stuff like that. That would be super dope.
Oh, that's how I thought it was with him and Tank. I mean, I don't know like too much about them personally, but it seemed like that way with them too.
I mean, it's a roller coaster ride. See, I catch the news every day, but
yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're working and they got to fight December 5th, and it is what it is. What it's so. Demetrius, I saw on your Instagram that you done some rounds and you go to camp with Andrade. What's it gonna take for him to climb the mountain, to get to the top of the mountain?
Man, it's gonna take for us as fans and the boxing community to demand that. You have to, that's one thing in boxing too. These fans and stuff, they're not demanding these hard fights like that. They just praise the Canelo. But they have to want that. If you don't want the fans don't want that, then they can ever like the sidestep. Like even the Charlo, it's not just Canelo. The Charlo need to fight him too.
Mm.
And I
Oh,
think they don't want to fight Demetrius because he's tall and he's kind of awkward and he hit hard. They know that's not gonna be an easy fight for them. And I watched Demetrius Andre spar, and that joker is nice.
mm. What's your take on the Charlos?
I like the Charlos. I don't have nothing against them. I just feel like they should fight my dog, fight Demetrius.
Right. And the boxing world agrees. You know, the bigger Charlo Jamal needs a fight. He needs a I don't even know if he's undefeated, but I honestly don't even know if he's a Hall of Famer. You
No,
know?
no, no, no. He's not. He can't. You can't put him in that. Your resume puts you in the Hall of Fame. You ever have a good resume. Right now, the people in boxing resumes are trash. To be honest, that's what you were asking about earlier.
Mhm.
The resumes are watered down because everybody's scared to lose their O.
Yeah.
They act like
It's
if you
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
they act like if you lose a fight, you're not considered a champion and stuff like that. But that doesn't matter. You fought the best. As long as you go in there and put on a good show, like how Tommy Hearns did with my granddad and Sugar Ray Leonard and all. That's what we want to see. That's boxing. That's why I say it's watered down because people are scared to lose
Man.
their oath, so they avoid fighters.
Yeah, you're right. And the fact that your grandfather fought Mugabe and then Leonard, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. He fought
That's
the younger
insane.
guys. Yeah,
That's insane. And then to retire to have those two last fighters on your resume, and not man. You mentioned those 3 rounds. Take us. Can you please tell us a story about that? Because that's my energy go to. Because it's only 10 minutes of my day, so I can just put it in and
man. Me and my granddad watched that fight. We watched all his fights like to 5 o'clock in the morning. That Leonard fight. I mean, not the Leonard fight, but the Hearns fight. That's his favorite fight. He gets hyped when that fight goes on.
mm,
And he told me he fought like that because him and Tom. I have their whole like they 24/7.
mhm.
I got it on DVD and I watched it, but he even told me himself. He said at first he didn't like Tommy Hearn. They didn't like each other. That was real beef. It wasn't no we finna get in there. No, they was really trying to hurt each other.
Mm, mm.
And he told me he was fighting like that. He always my granddad was always he get himself mentally ready by saying, they taking the food out of he gonna take the food out of my kid's mouth. And you coming like he told me when I first started boxing, they gonna throw the kitchen sink at you.
Mm.
So he always had that mindset that his opponent was trying to hurt him or harm him or steal take something from him. So he just got himself in the rage. That's why he hated everybody when he fought them.
Yeah, he did walk around with a scowl. You know what I mean? He
Oh,
walked
yeah, he
around with
wasn't playing. Nah, he was
no.
not playing. He was serious.
Uh-huh. Did he tell you his mindset throughout that fight?
He was trying to destroy Tommy Hearns.
Man,
Like he said, he told me, he said if Tommy would have got up, he probably would have killed him.
wow, wow, sheesh. No, he did have that mindset because I remember watching those fights on VHS. You know, like I watched them. I would go to Virginia and watch it with my mom's first cousins, which is basically like my uncles, and we would watch those fights time and time again, man. And yeah, that fight is an instant classic, man. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Does it?
he loved that fight.
Yeah, and his most famous quote, like how's it go? Satin sheets. How's it go?
Oh, on satin sheet, it's hard to get. It's hard to wake
Yeah,
up out
yeah.
the bed. It's hard to get up out the bed when you sleeping on satin sheet.
Satin sheet. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
sleep on satin sheets now.
Nah, that's a total fact. Who's some of your favorite fighters today?
You talking about just overall time or
Yeah.
just
Not today. Yeah, overall. No particular weight class or anything.
my favorite fight, like I said, it had to be Demetrius Andrade, Terrence Crawford, Canelo. I love Tank too. Earl Spence. I have to say that'd probably be it for real.
Mm,
That's the
mm.
ones I'm going to watch. And they on TV. I'm going to make sure I watch them.
Who wins? Crawford or Spence?
Uh, I don't know why, but I always, that's what my granddad, my dad loved me because I always pick the winner of fights and stuff like that. Sometimes I lose, most of the time I always pick the winner. I'm leaning with Crawford, man.
Why?
Cause Crawford more, I feel like he's more like skilled and just technical and just sharp and smart. And I feel like that's why I feel like Earl don't want to fight him. Anytime you tell somebody a 60-40 split and you know like y'all should be splitting that part 50-50, that goes to tell me that you really don't want to fight him.
Oh, you think it should be 50-50?
I honestly swear it should be 50-50 because Terrence Crawford is not a bum. He's damn near he on number 2 on the pound for pound list.
Mm.
And Earl's like under him. So why would it be 60-40 split? Both of y'all got the same amount of fans.
How about the belt?
The belts. I know Earl got more belts than him, but I feel like their resumes are matched up too, like about equal.
Mm-hmm.
Every
And
matter of fact, everybody they both fought on Kell Brook, they both fought on Sean
Sean.
Porter, and Terrence stopped them way earlier than Earl stopped them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the only big name difference is Danny Garcia, and some people may say Mikey Garcia. Those two.
I feel like
And
Terrence Crawford will watch them though.
I think Terrence Crawford would have beat Danny in a unanimous decision, and I think he probably would have beat the hell out of Mikey Garcia.
I think he would have stopped Mikey Garcia. Earl said he could have stopped him, but he didn't want to. He wanted to show off his boxing skills.
Yeah, he wanted to show off his boxing skills. I did hear that. I think he told me that in an interview. He wanted to. He threw over 1,200 punches that fight.
Yeah, and
That's
that's crazy.
that's insane. Like to throw that many punches and be in that type of shape. Whew.
Hey, that's why I said, man, Earl do be be in dog shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he do. And Earl has a great physique as well too. Earl is one of them guys.
He kind
Laura,
of
go ahead.
he kind of reminds me of my granddad because Earl is like nonstop and he comes forward.
Yeah, facts. Nah, your granddad was special, dog. Like, I no, I'm being honest. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter like your granddad. Like, people have moments like him, but the fact that, man, it's not even close, man. Nah, for real. It's nah. Nobody is as good as him that I've seen. Like in terms of determination and boxing skills, people may say Roy Jones is better.
Nah,
People,
now with skills. Now, Roe
yeah,
Jones was just
yeah,
God given athleticism.
sure, and people may pick Floyd because of of his undefeated record, and he was more polarizing in terms of he had social media and the internet and stuff like that. But
Floyd was
the,
just smart with business decisions and stuff like that.
yeah, your grandfather. It was, I mean, he's second to none. Like it's just no comparison, man. What he did to Tommy Hearns and Duran, and I know he wanted to finish off the Four Kings with uh with Leonard. It just didn't happen, but it's no comparison. Not for real. It's no comparison. And someone just said in the comment section about your grandfather's chin.
Oh yeah, he had a chance.
Yeah,
He always because he always told me you gotta learn how to take him before you give him. That's the something he always told me. You gotta learn how to take him before you give him. Once you learn how to take him, then you worry about giving him.
right. Who did he despise the most in boxing outside of Leonard? Is there anyone that he just like an opponent, a promoter?
Nah, like I said, he had more beef with Tommy Hearns than anybody that I really. Oh, and the dudes he lost to early in his career, Willie
Wat-
Monroe and Bobby
Watson,
Watts.
Watson Monroe. Yeah.
Yeah, he went back and got his W's with them, but obviously he hated Tommy Hearns though. But now they're good friends now. I met Tommy Hearns at the memorial he had.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were good friends, but yeah, he didn't like Leonard until he died. Like, still didn't like Leonard.
Hmm. That's funny that he carried that all the way through.
No, a lot of people don't know he carried that to his grave.
Can you recall the last conversation you had with him about Sugar Ray Leonard?
Nah, I don't really. We don't really talk to him about Sugar Land too much. If he talks about it, cause he'll bring it up.
Got that. Got that. Got that.
Anybody else, you talk to him about, but not Leonard though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the best heavyweight you've seen?
I'm always say Muhammad Ali, but I didn't really get to watch him growing up. But to me, as my, it would be Mike Tyson. I love Mike
Really?
Tyson.
Hmm. Do you think Mike Tyson was great, or you think he was just an entertainment value?
Nah, I think he was great. Like I don't like Mike Tyson. People think he was just a brawler, but you have to watch him. That was a technique he was using. That's a skill. He wasn't just in there throwing punches. He had a whole movement to get inside. He throwing combinations and he's moving around people.
Hmm.
I love Mike. Me and my dad, we love Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I I'm always hot and cold on Mike Tyson because I viewed him. I'm serious. I viewed him as like a kind of like a quitter.
Cause well, he did have a lot of mental stuff going on.
But the low blows and biting of the ear and the breaking of the arm, the attempt to break the arm, the biting Lennox Lewis ankle, you know.
Yeah, Mike was something else. He was it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
was different. I
yeah.
just think that's why I always that's why that mental health that's why that junk is really important because Mike was dealing with a lot of stuff mentally.
Facts.
And
Facts.
like my granddaddy said, your mental ain't right. That junk controls you. You have to have that stable. If it's not stable, you shouldn't be fighting.
Right, right. What was your take on Don King?
No, I ain't never really liked Don King because that joker there. When I heard about the stuff he was doing to Mike Tyson and all, I was like, that was vicious and evil.
Mm,
I didn't know he was charging the man for water bottles, spit buckets, and
uh,
stuff like that, controlling his money.
facts. Yeah,
But it
yeah.
taught me a lesson to not really trust a promoter and just sign with somebody like that to get somebody in my life like that.
Mm,
Like I want to know what's going. Just because of what happened to Mike Tyson, I want to know what's going on with everything.
right, right. And that's what they do. They take advantage of the fighters and the fathers because boxing from its origin is like a poor man's sport where like you go to the gym to find a better way and promoters who have these connections with lawyers and know how to draft contracts, they take advantage of us not knowing, and then that's how we pay for water bottles, towels, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's something my granddad always told me. Don't trust everybody.
Nah, definitely don't trust anybody. Is there a fight that you really, really want to see?
I want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Earl Spence, yeah, and obviously you got to win. So do you think Terrence will win by UD, knockout, TKO?
I don't think he's gonna stop Errol Spence. I think that's gonna be. I'll say. I think the fight will be so close to be a split decision. I don't see him stopping Earl or
Mm,
just flat out just whooping him.
right, right.
And I want to see Boo Boo and Charlo too. That's something I would love to see.
I want to see both of them in a big fight.
Yeah, I really do.
I think we've, I think we've waited
We
far
waited
too.
long enough, but it's not. It's not so much just Boo Boo.
Yeah,
It's Charlo.
yeah. Charlo is infatuated with that perfect record. He's yeah, he definitely is. But speaking of careers, what's next? What's next in your career? What you have brewing?
I have another fight coming up in January.
When, where, location?
It's gonna be in Atlanta, same spot it was over there in Gwinnett on the same card.
Uh huh. Okay.
I'm
Who's
just
your
waiting for
opponent?
the match is the same dude I just fought last. I got disqualified. The ref said for holding,
Uh,
and I didn't understand why you would call a fight for holding. I was really pissed about that. So I went to the promoter office like the next couple of days. Like, bro, you got to bring him back in the ring because how the hell I whoop somebody ass for 3 or 4 rounds and they qualify me for holding.
right, right, right. Nah, yeah, that's like your grandfather said, they're gonna throw the kitchen sink at you.
Yeah, but this dude wasn't throwing pillows though. The punches weren't even the punches weren't even hurting. I wasn't hurt or nothing like that in the fight. So I'm sitting like because the dude was fighting wild and crazy. So I kept tying him up when he rushed in.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I should have just knocked him out and just that's what I said. So this time around, I will finish his ass. So I'm not gonna play with him.
What weight are you gonna settle in at? You think?
I'm gonna stay at 168.
You don't want to? You don't think you can make 160?
Everybody keeps asking me about that 160, man. I honestly think I could. I just have to really try. I have to really just change the way I eat for real and just stay like down at that way. I probably could make 160, but everybody asks me about 160 though.
Mm. Speaking of 168, did you get a chance to see Caleb Plant and Canelo?
Yeah, I watched that fight. I seen him.
And what did you think of it?
I think Caleb did kind of good, but I know he wasn't gonna beat Canelo though. He lasted longer than I expected him to last.
Mm. Yeah, Canelo pretty. What did you make of the conversation in the ring? Did you see that in the 9th round?
Yeah, I was confused. Where I come from, you're not talking.
That's what I was pretty confused as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I said I was sitting here like so that to me that just go to me. I'm feeling like also Caleb, you know, you was gonna lose the fight against Canelo or something like that. All right, and
yeah,
you're right, man. Who was in the ring having a conversation like that? You're a good fighter.
right.
It's like what the hell is going on?
Nah, that's nah. It was a bit different. It definitely was a bit different for me. Um, yeah.
Y'all were just trying to kill each other at the press conference. Now you in the ring having a normal conversation.
That's exactly my sentiment. I think
That makes it seem fake.
he could have kept that same character. Obviously, now it's a character, right? He should have
Yeah,
kept that same character throughout the fight. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Wilder did with Tyson Fury.
yeah,
When
kept that
Fury,
same energy. Yeah.
yeah, when Fury went to shake his hand, he's like, "Get the fuck away from me."
I'm like, no, we're not
Yeah.
friends in there until after the fight. Oh my granddad, we're not friends until after the fight.
Wow.
During the
Wow.
fight, I'm not having no call. I'm not having a conversation with you about you're a good fighter. I'm not trying to knock your brains out.
Right. What did your grandfather think of the business of boxing?
He thinks it's a crook. He don't like it because the politics. That's all. That's his whole thing. It's about politics. It's the
Mhm.
politics. If you're not this and that, they got there try to rob you. It's ways around stuff. Like they want somebody to be like. If they want somebody to be like the pinnacle, like the person, the top notch person of boxing, it would happen.
Wow.
Like I watched something on YouTube. They were like, the reason why you can't blame my granddad for losing because he lost the fight before he even stepped in the damn ring, and it made a lot of sense. You know, they listened. The rounds because the rounds were 15. He would have knocked Leonard out probably in the next 13th round. The gloves went from 8 to 10. They made the ring bigger so Leonard could run around the ring. All the things he just let slide off the table. His manager Pat and Goody just let slide off the table. Like if it was me, I didn't really want to fight. I'm gonna make it difficult. No, we gonna do 15. I'm the champion. We gonna do 15. And he took the most money because that was the whole big thing. Leonard got paid more money than he did in his career. So Leonard knew that, gave him that, and got everything else he wanted.
Mm.
But me, I would have told them niggas, nah, we doing 15 rounds. The gloves gonna be 8, and ain't no big ring.
Someone just said in the chat, Ray Leonard was a big time diva.
Yeah, golden boy.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? 76 Olympics? Was that?
Yeah, he
70.
won. Yeah, that's what he said. He won the Olympics. He was the golden child. So of course they was gonna make it easy for him to win.
Mm.
Like I said, you don't run from the champion. You gonna take it. Anybody else would have did that. They would have been like, if anything, they should have called the fight a draw. If they felt that way.
Yeah, he just did a lot of flurrying, you know.
Yeah, he did. He's last 30 seconds throwing, and then the 12th round he was gassed. My brother was laughing at throwing punches.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said another round, Leonard would have been knocked out.
Right. All right. Yeah, that's the super fight. That was the name of that thing, right? The super fight. Is that what it's called? The fight. The super fight. Yeah, I remember it, man. Dude, I remember that. Like, dude, don't you know that? I think that's maybe Mike Tyson Holyfield won, But that promotion for that fight, I still remember it.
Oh yeah, it
You know,
was big.
what was that? 87, 88?
It was
What year?
19. It was 1987. It was in April.
That was in New Orleans, Superdome. No,
Nah, that was in Vegas.
Vegas, Vegas,
Caesar Palace.
Caesar's Palace. Tommy Hearns is in Caesar Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't in New Orleans. Wait a minute.
Nah, they fought in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I stand corrected there. Yeah, Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace. I stand corrected. My bad. You would know better than I would. But yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday, man. How did your grandfather like fighting in Vegas?
He liked fighting in Vegas. He said once you make it to Vegas, you made it to boxing.
Wow. And
that's boxing Mecca. So yeah, he loved fighting in Vegas.
And that pretty much took him to that Leonard fight he just left boxing.
Yeah, he disappeared. He left everything. Like I told you, that fight messed with him mentally.
Wow.
To work so hard like that and it got robbed from you. You know they took it from you. You know Leonard didn't earn that fight. So yeah, that messed him up mentally. He got away from he took away from America. That's why you never see him at none of these big fights. Like how you see Hearns and Tommy Hearns, you won't see him there. Mm-hmm. He felt like boxing did him bad and turned their back on him. So he was like, the hell with the sport, I'm gone. You won't see me no more.
Right. What take us inside his training camp. What things did he do? How many miles did he run? Like
he sometimes he'll do. I know he did 14 miles a couple of times. That's crazy. He did 14 miles like that. But his training camps was his isolation. Like he really went to jail. He cut he didn't. That's what made him so mean because he really loves his family. Like he loved his kids, his wife, his mom, his sisters, and stuff like that. He couldn't be around them, so that really pissed him off. But he did it. That's why he always tell me he did that to himself for him to be mentally strong and mean. He always wanted to be mean. And like a lot of he did a lot of hard work. He was mean in there. Like he worked himself to death in there. But he liked training though.
I can see that.
He loved training.
No, I could totally see that. It showed.
Yeah, he loved working out. He loved being strong. He loved it. Even when he was old. When I trained me before I went to football camp when I went to college. I stayed up there for him like a week. He loved training. We got up every day. He had me on a whole regiment.
Wow. I was thinking of Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. That was at the Superdome.
Oh yeah.
I remember a big fight being at the Superdome because I remember the names over the Superdome. You know what I mean? But that old English, that old writing in the yellow, whatever color it was. Yeah. I remember that like it was yesterday, man. Damn, man. It's funny how how stuff like that like is still palpable. Like you can like literally like feel it and taste it. You know what I mean? And speaking to you is bringing back so many of those memories for me. You know, like I've never like put myself back in the 80s for this. We've been on for like 40 minutes. I haven't had that for like for this extended period of time. You know,
I wasn't even born in the 80s. I wasn't even thought of. I came after the fact.
Oh man, I was born in 1977. So. And my introduction to boxing was the 84 Olympics because half the team came from New York, and that's where I was born. So, well, not half, but a lot of it came from New York, and it was a great team. You know, Pernell Whitaker and
I love Sweet Pea.
Yeah, Sweet Pea was special, wasn't he?
Yeah, that joke was
super special, man. Super. He got robbed too, man.
Yeah, he got robbed from Julio Chavez.
You got robbed and De La Hoya as well.
Yo, De La Hoya,
yeah. I remember watching that fight. I didn't even see him get hit. I'm like, dog.
That's why I don't understand how he lost against De La Hoya for real. Cause he was playing with De La Hoya.
He was toying with him, man.
You know, I think that's what lost him the fight, though. Just playing in a showboat. That's probably like, oh no, we ain't gonna get him to fight.
I remember that shit.
Even that sauce on.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do when I'm sitting down. Yeah. Oh man, and I remember in that fight, it was the end of a round, and De La Hoya had threw like 10, 11, 12 punches in a row and missed all of them. And he looked back at Sweet Pea like, what the hell is going on, man? You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
you was getting frustrated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was definitely getting getting frustrated, man. What's your dream fight right now? Who would you want to fight?
My dream fight gonna be is Ali grandson.
Mm, that would
I
be a
feel
good
like
one.
I feel like that'll be a big fight right there. Especially we later on in our career, we probably like I don't know what the number is, but I know like later on
Mhm.
I think that'll be a good pay-per-view fight. Grandson gets grandson.
He's he's at 60.
Yeah,
Where's he at?
that's why you say you mentioned that. A lot of people been saying 60. A lot of folks been talking about that. Actually, you know what? I was supposed to go down there and spar with Nico.
Oh, while he was in Atlanta?
No, while he was in Vegas, me and my dad, cause we went out there for the Pacquiao fight. But my
Mm.
dad talked to Virgil Hunter. Well, whoever is trying to, what's the dude name? Shit, the
Sugar
Crunch,
Hill. Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill. Yeah, and they wanted to come out there, but then when my dad was calling him, he didn't answer the phone.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
don't know what that was about. But I went to Nico's weigh-in. I actually met him face to face, and I just introduced myself to him.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen him. And the funny thing about him is I saw him as an amateur. He wasn't that good as an amateur. And now it's funny how you just don't know. You know what I mean? You just don't know. Because your grandfather didn't have a long amateur career, right?
Nah, he only
He like
fought. He
50
about
fights, 57
yeah,
fights.
yeah.
Yeah, about 57 fights. Yeah. All these memories that come back. It's funny how I know so much about your granddad, you know. But uh he wasn't. I saw him lose as an amateur.
Oh man, that's amateurs and stuff like that. But look who he's around right now though. He's been around Sugar. He didn't just get with Sugar here. They've been had that plan.
Right.
He's in a gym training every day. Once you get better once you do that.
Right. Right. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely do get better every day. Who's overrated? Would you say?
Mm,
Like you watch them, you like they're not really that good.
let me see who I feel that's overrated. I feel like the Charlos are overrated.
Hmm.
Like I do feel like they're overrated. I'm trying to say who else. That's probably the only. Yeah, I don't really. A lot of fighters I see, I don't really. I think first of all, you take heart to get in there anyway.
Yeah, it
But a
does.
lot of fighters are. You know what? I can't really tell because nobody fights the best. I think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. I think Devin Haney's overrated.
Devin Haney? Really?
Yeah, I like Tank. Devin Haney
Okay.
try to be like Floyd too much.
Uh,
And his last fight, you seen him when he trying to do that shoulder roll and he got stunned.
mm-hmm. Okay.
I think he's trying to fight like Floyd too much.
Mm.
Ryan Garcia, I think Lomachenko was overrated too.
Mm.
I have to say that'll be about it. For real.
Devin Haney has a big one coming up December 4th.
Jojo
Like
Diaz.
Jojo Diaz. How do you like that fight?
I like it. I feel like Haney's gonna win though.
Mm. Jojo Diaz got a hell of a pedigree now. I
Yeah, he
think
do.
I think he's gonna test him.
But
I
that you know what? That'll change if whatever Haney doing this fight, that probably change my perception of him now.
yeah, he I seen Jojo Diaz wipe out my whole gym.
Damn, your whole
I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Next. Man, Jojo ain't nothing to play with, man. But he was a 126 guy. He was hungry. He hadn't fought uh what's the guy's name? Gary Russell. He hadn't fought him yet. Right, yeah. I know it was after Gary Russell. So it was just after Gary Russell. He was still fighting to make 126 and he was still hungry. He hadn't had all the tattoos and stuff and um but now I think life has gotten a hold of him a little bit. But he's a bad boy, man. I Devin Haney better be prepared
I know.
because
One thing I'm gonna say about Haney, I know he's gonna be prepared, but I just feel like he needs to stop trying to fight like Floyd.
mm,
That's the
What
only
do you
thing.
mean by fight like Floyd?
Like the shoulder roll, I don't think it fits his like. And when I watch him, like he doesn't look like it doesn't look how how Floyd be tight in that shoulder roll.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't be open. Like I said, that last fight he just fought in should have taught him a lesson because he got my granddad said whenever your legs go like that, you technically knocked out. Because he said Tommy Hearns in the first I forgot what the first round, Tommy Hearns made his legs wobble. He said the first time he been knocked out in the fight. But he said he grabbed him. And he was like, when if your legs ever do that, that means you're like you out of it for a little bit.
And obviously he responded well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What a fight, man. What a
That's
fight.
why he said you. That's why he always said you got to be in tremendous shape because that's what save you, stuff like that.
Yeah, being able to take that punch, and that's what made Floyd special was that he got hit 3 or 4 times in his career that should have stopped him.
Look at Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley, and that McDonough overhand right too.
Oh yeah, that did stun him though. Yeah.
Whew. That should have
at the end of the bell, right in his corner, he was looking at McDonald like, yeah, he was like,
well, if I grabbed it, he hopped. He was stiff.
He was looking at McDonald like, okay.
He was stiff a little bit, but he recovered in a minute.
Yeah, you know that comes that just for the cut. That's why I said, Floyd had that work like that training how my granddad had. They hit the gym hard.
Yeah, they definitely. Nah, your dad. I'm just visualizing your grandfather. Did he play another sport, or was he strictly boxing?
No, my great grandma didn't want him to. He loved football now. And he played basketball and stuff, but he wanted to play those sports. My great grandma was like, "Nah, he too little, Marvin." I mean, she let him fight though.
Why he never moved to a big city?
My granddad's loyal. He's real loyal, and he wanted to stay with Pat. And he's real superstitious, so he didn't want to break that cycle he had. He was loyal to Pat and Goody, so he wasn't gonna go nowhere. And he don't really. My granddad, he's a normal guy. He don't really like all that limelight and fast life. He don't like that. Like his house in New Hampshire was in the mountains.
Yeah. What did he think of his manager at the end of his career?
He loved them.
Okay.
They were like that was his father figures. He loved them.
Okay. That's rare.
Yeah, he loved Pat and Goody. To the day they died, he loved them. They never had no beef or nothing like that. That was his triangle.
He never wanted to manage or train a fighter?
He don't got patience for that. No.
No, really?
No, he don't have patience for that. He didn't want nothing with boxing. Damn. At all. I will say that 1987. That if you, I don't know, you see my first my first episode of my documentary.
I hadn't watched it, but I saw it.
Yeah, I talked about it like that fight. Not just him, but my family just went through stuff just with him because of that 1987. Anybody else in my family would tell you that fight destroyed like everything. He was never happy. He was never happy about that.
Wow. By the way, you're gonna go viral tomorrow, saying that about Sean Porter. Once I clip that up, that shit about everybody gonna be talking about that.
Nah, man, I just feel like, man, if somebody gonna put that war on, because my granddad was really about that war. You put that war on, man, you gotta really be in there going to damn war. Like if Caleb Plant would have had that on his jacket, I would have been pissed for real. Dead serious. I'd have been 38 hot because you don't go in there and have no conversation with nobody. You got Marvin Hagler quote on your back with war? Nah.
What would you tell Sean Porter if he was standing in front of you?
If I was standing Sean, you know what? It really wasn't too much of his fault. It was his dad. I don't think Sean wanted to fight the end. He couldn't have. You got the war on your back. Me just thinking like, I got war on my back and I know what it stands for. I'm finna go in here with a war because to me, honestly, Sean was fighting. He didn't look too bad. He didn't look hurt even to me. Like Terrence Crawford just didn't beat him. Like I blame that on his pops more than him. Cause he didn't give his son a chance to say, "Oh, you good?" He just, "Nah, I'm gonna throw the towel." And this time, like he didn't prepare properly. Well, that's your fault too, then, right?
Mm.
Made it seem like he threw the fight. To be honest with you, Sean was pissed they threw the towel, huh? Just because he got knocked down twice. Okay, let the man go out in his shield. He is at war.
Mm.
My granddad would have probably fired his manager that did him like that.
Mm. Yeah. And you just spoke upon what he said at the press conference. What do you think that was wrong of him to say that about his son or trainee? Like,
That was very wrong and disloyal of him to say that. You don't put it on him. Y'all lost together. Well, to me, Sean should have. You know what? Sean should have nothing to be on to hold his head down about because that man fought a good fight and his dad stopped the fight. He didn't tell him to stop the fight. He didn't go on the stool and sit down. Was like, I don't want to come out no more. Me and my dad would have had a personal issue. It would have been another fight in the locker room.
mm, right. Well, he's retired, but assuming Sean would have had more fights, do you think he should fire his dad after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't stop a fight without discussing it with me. Especially if I'm not dazed, if I'm not hurt too bad, I don't got no. Sean barely had cuss on his face. Because
And
he
it looked like
wasn't doing.
it looked like that cut man was doing a real good job with that cut because it wasn't a factor in the fight.
Yeah, it was no real reason to stop the fight. That's your son-in-law. Y'all know what y'all in there doing.
Mm. Right.
I
Right.
know if I had a son, and if I felt that worried, hey, look here, son. What's going on? You good, or you want us to continue to fight? Let me know, because if I don't see this and that, I'm gonna throw the towel. He didn't even get that option.
Right. Did you think the fight was fixed?
I honestly, after seeing that, and how Kenny Porter was talking to Terrence, I think he just like gave the fight away.
Wow.
Unless he didn't train Sean properly on purpose, I don't know. But that fight was real funny to me. Like it didn't make sense. That didn't make sense to me. You going there? It's just the whole war on the back of everybody's uniforms. They ain't going there and do that.
Mm. Right. Yeah, that war. What did you think of Erickson Lubin wearing the war hat and stopping uh I forget the young man's name. He wore the war hat. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that?
I did
Erickson
see that.
Lubin.
But I didn't see his fight though. I didn't watch Errol Lewin fight.
Yeah, he stopped him like in the 6th or 7th round. I forget the young man's name. They'll tell me in the chat. But he stopped him in the 6th or 7th round.
Oh
Jason
yeah.
Rosario. Thank you, Jason Rosario.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, he represented then.
That fucking hat is fire. Do y'all
Yeah,
have licensing on that hat? Do y'all have licensing on that hat?
I don't think so.
Man, y'all better. That hat is fucking fire. In
I
red?
don't. I
Oh,
don't think so. I'm not a fact. I haven't got. I need to get me one.
that shit is true.
Yeah, I need to get me one. I've been seeing people wear it. Demetrius Andrade had one on too,
Sure did. Sure did. Sure did.
and I
And
love Boot One on.
he had a relationship with your grandfather, right?
I don't. Nah, my girlfriend didn't have a relationship with nobody.
Uh-huh. No fighters at all?
Nah,
Damn.
nah. He seen him at press conference. He seen him when he went to like boxing events and stuff, but like not a personal relationship with no one.
Not even somebody like Floyd. They never reached out to him and had a comment. No.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Nah, he stayed away from everybody. I was say the man was in hibernation. That's why everybody was so. Oh wow, where did you come from? Like I'm a damn
Right.
like.
Right.
I talked about all that, man. We lived a secret life for real.
Right. Did he have any Muhammad Ali stories?
He met Muhammad Ali a couple of times. My grandma, my nana, his wife, she used to always tell me about these stories, a lot of stuff. They met them.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a regret. I went to high school with Muhammad Ali's one of Muhammad Ali's better friends through Islam, Walt Hazard, who was a Laker and came out of Philadelphia. And him and Muhammad Ali would have dinner on Fridays, and me being a 16-year-old high school kid, I never took him up on the offer. I was like, oh, I'll see you next time. I'll go next time. You know, next Friday is always next Friday.
Well, hell nah. They would have told me that. I'd have been there. Muhammad Ali? Nah.
But you know, I'm seeing Walt Hazard every day at practice. So it's normal to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's sitting over there in the corner, and you know, he would give me advice on being a good point guard, and you know, and but I never took him up on it. And that's one of my regrets now. Not then, it wasn't a regret. You know, I'm shit. Friday night, I'm going to the 3rd Street Promenade, man. I got to get me a, you know.
I see. My granddad be on my shoulder and stuff like that, and you got to sacrifice.
Yeah, facts. And, it would be cool to have a picture with Muhammad Ali, because I definitely.
Yeah, that would have been cool. The crazy thing about I got a picture of Archie Moore.
Wow. How old were you?
It was 1993. I had to be 3 or 2.
Wow.
My parents told me the story about it. They say that's my granddad got inducted to the Hall of Fame. He had me in his hands like that. He fell asleep mid-conversation. And they got scared. They were like, oh, shit. And then he just woke up like, okay, what was I talking about?
Right. Yeah. Those are some special moments. And I think Hagler is the only out of the 4 kings, the one I never met. I've met 3 of the 4. And he made an appearance at the Hall of Fame in Kennesaw a few years ago.
Yeah,
he does it every year now. He does it every year, right?
Yeah,
he does the run. He does the run every year, right?
Yeah, he goes there every year. Yeah.
Every year. Yeah. Yeah, that was, man, it was pretty dope having you on this platform, man. You know,
man, I appreciate it, man, for real.
Nah, it was. I appreciate, man. I haven't had these type of memories in such a long time. Like, my mind is like racing now. All these memories of your grandfather and Sugar Ray Leonard and Wide World of Sports and all that stuff, man. Worldwide sport, whatever it was. That black and that globe. You too young, man. Yeah, it was like that globe.
I know that globe. I don't see it on
in the corner. Yeah,
see it on old fights. Yeah.
Yeah. Young Merv, the cut man, said, my father shadow boxed with Ali at Corpus Audux High School in the 60s. He never let me forget. Salute Fred and James Hagler. Yeah. His Instagram is James Hagler. James Hagler. Go follow him on Instagram, man.
James Hagler Jr.
James, thank you. Yeah, your dad's name, right? James Hagler Jr. You're absolutely right. And man, you got to come back. What day is your fight?
The promoter haven't set a date yet, but when he let me know, I'll be posting it and stuff like that. I'll let you know.
Come in the week before. Come in the week before you really start cutting weight. Come in the week before and start promoting your fight.
I'll definitely do that, man.
No, please, yeah. And it'll be dope to have you come back on, and we can just powwow and hang out. You know what I mean? And because by then someone else will be done World War, and you could tell us what you thought of it.
I'm on World War II. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in California too. April my granddad's getting inducted to a Hall of Fame in California.
Oh, hey, you know what you got to do? If he's fought 100 rounds in California, he's due for retirement, a pension.
Who? He is? I don't think he fought 100 rounds in California, though.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you fought 100 rounds in California, I think you qualify for a pension.
That's something we need to look into for real.
Facts. Nah, I think you got somebody want to say something to you real quick. Go ahead, Justin. I guess not. But yeah, man. Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you for having me, man. It's been an honor, dog.
Man, it's love, man. It's totally love. And I expect to see you in January or a week before your fight, 2 weeks before your fight, so we can promote it, man. And yeah, and I look forward to, hopefully I can meet you in April when your family come out here, man. It'll be an honor.
Yo, I'm supposed to be going to Freddie Road Gym too.
Okay, yeah. I'm not too far from there. I'm about 5 miles.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'll come down there. I'm gonna be down there for like a couple of days. I'll come visit you in person.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Please do.
I got you.
Please do. That'll be love, man. Totally appreciate you, man.
No problem, man.
That's love, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming into the shop.
Appreciate you and thank you for having me on here, dog.
All the time, dog.
All right, bro.
Peace, King.
Yeah.
Man, how do you like that, man? We had the grandson of marvelous Marvin Hagler. It's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope, man. I ain't had these memories in such a long time. I had that Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran fight mixed up in my head, and I had the nerve to attempt to correct him. What? Who do you think you are, Fred? Like the nerve of me, the nerve of me, you know. But Richard Steele did 3 rounds of hell, right? Was that Richard Steele? I know that was at Caesar's Palace, right? That was Richard Steele that did that fight, right? Am I right or wrong? I'm just going off memory. My memory. Who reffed that fight? 3 rounds in hell. Who did that? I got something. Who was the referee in that fight? Do y'all know who was the referee in that fight? I'm right. Oh, it was. I remember Richard Steele. He had a little afro, right? You know how many times I don't watch that fight, dog? Man. But yeah, man. What memories, man? What memories? It was Mills Lane? No, it wasn't Mills Lane. It was 3 black people in the ring. Hell no. I know it was 3 black people in that ring. Oh man. You don't know all these boxing. Nah, you just get it over time. You're gonna know when you get my age, you're gonna know all the 90s and the 2000 facts. You know what I mean? My fact starts in the 80s, you know, the mid 80s, you know, that I can just ring off the top of my head, you know. But before that, someone had to tell me, and then I went back and watched it. Yeah, Richard Steele was the ref. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to Richard Steele, man. He had surgery, man. He robbed Meldrick Taylor, though. My gosh, he robbed Meldrick. 4 seconds left, man. The fuck? My bad. Oh man, how crazy is that? Well, we got a quote. Marvin Hagler family didn't approve of Sean Porter quitting. I mean, Kenny Porter throwing in the towel. Wow, that's gonna run through boxing tomorrow. Don't go. Yeah, man. It's I'm gonna open these phone lines. 50-50. 50-50. Is the fight 50-50? That was a fast hour. Is the fight 50-50? Or is it 55, 45, 60, 40? Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. Phone lines are open. Feel free to beam in. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's 60-40, 55, 45, 50, 50. I would say, honestly, 90-10. It's somewhere in between, my opinion, 55, 45, somewhere in there. I just hope and pray. Hopefully someone from Earl Spence team is listening. Hopefully someone from Terrence Crawford team is listening. Do not give the networks any content. 0 content. Don't give them anything. I was watching that Kenny Porter, Sean Porter content that they did. Priceless content of Sean Porter fighting as a kid and him and Daniel Jacobs. Beautiful content. I think ESPN did an extraordinary job. I think the moment they signed that contract, thank you, DJ. The moment they signed that contract or agreed to the fight, it needs to be one website, Road to Crawford Spence. I'm only saying Crawford first because of my journalistic background. He has a C in his last name. All right. Crawford Spence. All right. And on that website, you can choose. You can go to Earl Spence or you can go to Terrence Crawford. And you can get merchandise for Crawford. You can get merchandise for Spence, and you can get merchandise for the fight. Merchandise for the fight is where you got both of them on there, and you got Road to Spence Crawford. You got the T-shirts for $25 and stuff like that. And there you have the content. They need to do like when they do the press tours, they need to do private meet and greets. You know, fans come in and pay $50. You know, and they give a 10-minute speech and they take pictures and but I think a fight like that, as much money as that shit is going to generate, and they need to agree to 2 fights. 2 fights within the year, given nobody gets cut, nobody gets concussed. What's up, San Antonio?
What's up with you, Fred?
I'm feeling good, man. What you got?
Feeling good, man?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too, man. Man, I don't know what the split should be now. I'm split on it myself. I think 45-55 sounds good to me.
45-55.
I'm not one of the yeah, but I'm not one of the fighters, and it sounds like both of them got a lot of, you know, well they both view themselves as a top dog, so it just sucks that money holds these great events up, you know, these legacy fights, because there's gonna be an event, Fred. Them 2 fight. Like, we've been waiting on this for too long. So what's crazy to me is, like, how about they run 45-55, and then the winner, when they're gonna have a rematch. Hey, the winner gets 40-60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be fair. Like, whoever takes the cut, like, it's gotta make it happen, man. Because rumor is that I don't know what you heard about it, but that he's supposed to sign a MTK, right? Crawford is.
Oh, Crawford.
That's what I'm hearing. So, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work out or how they do business with PBC. I know a couple of fighters that they do business with are signed to PBC, right? MTK.
Let's see. Jojo Diaz is MTK. No, I think Badu Jack over there with Pro Bellum. I don't know if anyone signed with MTK. Anyone from PBC signed with MTK? Amir Khan, maybe.
I don't know if was Garcia signed with MTK when he was doing PBC.
Who?
When Mikey Garcia, when he fought Earl Spence, was he already with MTK?
Mikey Garcia's with MTK?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, oh well.
That's why I think that fight they had was there was something fishy there. Remember the one they had in Fresno?
The one they just had.
That guy. Yeah.
And he lost.
Just had. Yeah, I think something happened there.
Yeah, they just advised by him. Yeah. That's what we mean, advised. Yeah.
Yeah, advised. Yeah, exactly. That fight was fishy, man. Anything MTK do, I don't know about that company.
I saw that documentary. That shit's scary.
Yeah, I do the Kingpin.
Killing people at weigh-ins.
I'm telling you, man, shootouts and everything.
Man, I ain't fucking with none of that. I don't want to go out like that. That's not how I want to go out. Nah, at an event.
Furies,
Hell no. Nah, I want no parts of that.
Crazy. Yeah, I think it's fishy, man. I'm telling you, those deadlines move crazy sometimes, and I'm like, MTK fighter.
Yeah, Truck Simpson. Truck Simpson was signed. He's not signed with them anymore, right?
I don't know, was he? I don't even know Truck Simpson was signed by them.
Yeah, he was signed with them.
Was he? Hey, but you was talking about that JoJo fight. I'm excited for that fight.
I'm very excited for that fight.
Because JoJo got dog in him, man.
Man, big dog.
Yeah. I mean, he he never quit on Gary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he gave his best. You know, he went from getting dominated in the early rounds to being hella competitive coming down the stretch.
Yeah, definitely. If Gary would have let off the gas a little bit, you know, he would definitely have pushed, man.
And that's exactly, Gary couldn't let his foot off the gas against him at all.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he's gonna definitely test him and give him a good fight. You know,
He's going. Well, we're a week away.
How good is his speed though, Fred?
Who, Devins?
No. I know Devins fast.
He's more. He's more. He's not the average Mexican.
Yeah.
He has great foot. He has better foot positioning than the average Mexican.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's not as plotty. Like I said, I seen him wipe out my whole gym, and I was like, "Damn, this motherfucker good."
Yeah, but your gym's a bunch of Mexicans.
He was fighting a bunch of Mexicans.
You was training out West Side, wasn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And but he was. If Devin Haney wins this fight, he has the second best resume at 135. You know, I think him and Tio got the best resumes at 135. I'm giving Devin Haney pounds of credit for winning this fight.
Yeah, no, I think Jojo. I'm telling you, Jojo's a dog to me, man. I mean, he's Olympian for a reason. You don't just get to, you know what I'm saying? You don't win those tournaments not having good boxing skills.
You're right.
That's what when people say, "Wow, they didn't have boxing skills." I'm like, bro, he's a bronze medalist. Like, you don't get to that level without having skills. So,
right.
I don't know, man. I'm excited for that fight, Fred. I think it's a good fight. I think it's going to teach us a lot about Devin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I don't think Devin goes in there and wipes him out like some people think.
Devin comes out of this fight a better fighter. Win or lose, Devin comes out of this fight a better fighter. I think JoJo is that good. I do. I saw him live against Gary Russell. Gary Russell can say what he wants. I saw it. Gary Russell had to stay great for 12 rounds to win that fight. And I think Devin Haney Devin Haney got to be great to win the fight. And Devin Haney is capable of being special, especially for 8 rounds. I think Devin's capable of being special for 8 rounds and you know, minimum, you know. So
yeah, because the 11th and the 12th, JoJo, I'm sure this corner told him he was down, and he went from 80 to 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
with the body
still
shots,
had another gear,
with the body shots and all that.
Yeah, he had another gear.
Yeah.
That's the thing I want to see. I want to see. That's the thing that I want to see. You know, from the 9th on, how he tightened up and Devin go to that level with them. I want to see a fighter push him back. Because you know Teal's gonna push him there too. So, I mean, at that point, and man, I want that Teal fight made too, man. That's an intriguing ass fight.
Oh,
another one.
Teal fights
Cambosos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to watch none of the fights this weekend, but I got some events already scheduled, but I will be locked into my notifications. For real. So
yeah, Badu Jack fight this weekend.
He does?
Yeah, I think Badu weekend.
Where's the promotion?
When have they ever promoted Badu Jack, Fred?
Oh, but he's not in America. He's in
Dubai.
I mean, regardless, man, like they never promoted Badu Jack like that, Fred.
Yeah, we gotta get
It ain't Mayweather Promotions no more though. He doing his own thing, I think.
Probably best for him. You know, he a nice guy. He never talk crazy.
Man, Badu Jack is a hell of a dude, man. He's
Richard Schaefer's. I think he was Richard Schaefer's.
Oh, he was Ringstar or whatever that company's called now? Or what is it called?
I believe so. I got to look it up to make sure, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that was an Al Heyman company, Ringstar. That's dissolved now. Maybe Probellum is now too. I don't know, but he's definitely moved on. So he found some more money.
And that was funny when Richard Schaefer tried to make a run and he signed Abner Mares and all this stuff. Like, man, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, facts.
Man, that's crazy. But nah, I think that's a fight in December I'm excited for. JoJo, I think that's gonna be a good fight, Fred. I think that fight's gonna teach us a lot about him.
Yep.
And then hopefully sometime next year we'll get Tio and Haney.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath, Fred, but I'm just hopeful, man.
I think Tank Davis fight has to fail. If Tank Davis fight fails, then we may get it.
I mean, we need to boycott that. Not boycott it, but man.
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. Talk to Kyle. Tell Kyle because he's going to the fight. Talk to Kyle.
Well, what fight am I going to?
Tank Davis.
Man, I just told your ass I wasn't going.
Oh, you not going?
No, and the only reason why I was gonna go was nigga so I can meet up with you, nigga.
Oh, okay. So don't go. Yeah, don't go to that shit. Nah, don't go.
I was already gonna be in Vegas. You know, I'm being. Listen,
I know that. Just drive down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about and shit. But nigga, you ain't trying to do shit. But the reason why I was gonna go because I wasn't paying for it anyway. Remember, I'm a media. I cover media.
Nah, yeah, that man, Pitbull Cruz ain't no golly, man.
He too, man.
He's gonna get slept like Leo, uppercut right up the middle like that. Slept.
Man, that boy good, man. Tank good, man. Like I don't have no ill will against Tank. I just think I think Leonard and Floyd are just they milking us. As long as they keep paying for it, we gonna keep giving it to them. Yeah. I don't think we should buy. I don't think no one listening that can hear my voice should buy that fight. I don't think so.
The fight after this, if it does well, it's gonna be another Cruz Rodriguez Garcia. It's gonna be one of them.
Exactly. When they feel they need money, they gonna say, "Hey, Bob, let me borrow one of your 135."
100%.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. That's the only thing. TMT, like I told you, think they can sell Fred. Like, man, put them up. Like, people will watch him. Like you said, they took the play out of Mayweather when I asked you about him coming out with the mariachi hat or whatever.
Boom.
I'm like, bro, like we'll watch it. Like skillful fights. Like we need to just watch this Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Just sell the race thing all the time. Like Spence Crawford's gonna do bigger numbers, man.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't need to sell that. Like Haney Tank Davis would do huge numbers, Fred. Like,
huge numbers.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Or like the winner of Tio and Haney. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's a big fight. Yeah, that's a big fight.
He's with Probellum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said it says Badu Jack Promotions in the newly launched promotion Probella.
Hey, you know that retarded cousin we got that always in the back and they just blurt things out. You know what I mean? that conversation was 10 minutes ago. Yup, Probellum. Yup.
I had to look it up, man. I had to make sure we was on point.
Man. Anything else, man?
Nah, I'm all good, Fred. Man, you keep up the hard work.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Oh, man.
DJ biting at the bit to get in. Appreciate you, dog. Dana Jones, talk about how mainstream media pulling the wool over people's eyes just for advertising dollars. Spence back in training. Yeah, they gonna do all that stuff, man. What's up, big homie?
What's going on, Fred? What's going on, Kyle?
Whoa.
What's going on, big dog?
Oh,
man, I'm happy, man. Since I've had a lot of downtime tonight at work, man. So I've been kind of fucking off since ain't nobody really doing nothing. We just kind of got to be here to get that holiday pay for the next couple of days. But
speaking of pay, I got to do my monthly reminder. I still have $2,900. Okay, All right.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you next month again because I don't want nobody. He ran off with the plug. Nah, man, I still got the money. But go ahead.
You know, I've been sitting on a little piece of information, man. I've been compiling some numbers over time I've had these past couple of days. And Fred, I just want to let you know, yeah, you're somewhat right in some things you've been saying. Oh. And I want the boxing world to know that MMA has taken over. Okay? I want y'all to know that MMA has taken over.
All right,
Kamaru Usman and Kobe Covington outsold Canelo and Caleb Plant.
And what
that was easy though. That was an easy call.
They outsold. No, Canelo's the face of boxing.
Hey, shit, I told you.
50 million. You know what I mean? You know, he can carry a card. Listen, that little estimated 800,000 buys that supposedly they did. Well, they did 700,000 in the U.S. alone. Okay, they did 1.3 worldwide. This is UFC 268, Covington versus Usman. They did 1.3 million buys worldwide, 700,000 in the U.S. alone. I'm here to tell everybody that your little funk ass undisputed fight everybody was waiting for got outsold by this little ass MMA promotion. I just wanted y'all to, and you know, the other numbers that I've been compiling that kind of disproves this myth about Canelo being the face of boxing is not true. You understand that, you know, he can't carry a card by himself. His biggest pay-per-views have been with Floyd Mayweather and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. They paid for that name, and Gennady Golovkin. But when he's on pay-per-view fighting these other guys, he can't sell shit. So, I mean, you know, I'll send you the list, Kyle, because I've compiled a long list. The UFC's been outselling boxing for a long time. I want y'all to know that too. Only person they didn't outsell was Mayweather. UFC's been outselling boxing for a long time, and I got the receipts. So, any boxing fans out there, any boxing promoters, I want y'all to hear this. Dana White is killing y'all right now. He's killing you because you're not fighting the best. Now, Big Head Ellaby, as much as I'm gonna hate to admit this, some bitch got a point. When he explained what he meant by these guys don't bring nothing to the table. Why would I put Tank in there with somebody who this is gonna be their biggest fight, and then they're not selling shit by themselves? We can keep Tank fighting cans, and he can sell out in an arena. So what do you bring? I understand his point. Now it's aggravating for me to hear him say that, because personally, I think he's doing the other lightweights and the junior welterweights a favor by not turning Tank loose. Turn him loose because he knocks out Teofimo Lopez right now. He knocks out Lomachenko right now. Josh Taylor knocks him out right now. He's doing them a favor, man. It's going to come a time when you really got to turn this man loose. And I've made this reference before. Everybody's seen the original Mortal Kombat movie when Shang Tsung turned to Goro and said, all right, they've had enough fun. And he proceeds to destroy half the tournament. This is what they're doing with Tank Davis right now. But, you know, Kyle, like I said, I'll send you the receipts. But, yeah, man, Canelo ain't as big of a star as people think he is.
Bro, I never thought he was. And listen, that 800,000 is a lie, I think.
So it's even worse than I thought. Did they really double him up? Is that what we talking about? The UFC, who a lot of these boxing fans, when I was trying to tell people about it, a lot of these boxing fans didn't really care about it. Oh, man, who cares? I want undisputed. Well, y'all clearly didn't buy the fight, so y'all didn't care that much.
Listen. You know what's crazy though? This the funniest shit, right? I talked to a Bud Crawford fan today, and this motherfucker streamed the fight. I said, "Well, shit, man, you must not want him to fight Spence, huh?" You know what I mean?
So,
like, what y'all niggas doing?
So I'm hearing they only did, I've been seeing across these YouTube airways today that he only did 190,000 with Sean Porter.
Couldn't have been, man. Sean Porter, he the reason why Staples Center was sold out.
Right. Everybody, the people here. I'm talking about the people here. They came to see me. You hear me? They come to see me, Ike. What Aerosmith do? What Aerosmith do with Sean Porter? What he do? It wasn't no 190,000. I can tell you that. But I'm gonna say this, man, because I want to see this fight. If y'all can give Canelo and Caleb Plant, would they give him 50 million combined guaranteed, right? You can give Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford 20 and 20. You can give them 20 and 20. If y'all got 50 million to give Canelo and Caleb Plant, y'all got 40 to give Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Fox will pay for that. Fox will gladly pay for that. During the summertime when they ain't got shit going on, ain't no football around, they would gladly pay for that. Only thing you got to compete with is NASCAR. They would gladly pay for that during the summertime.
Where does the fight take place?
Atlanta, man. Come on now. Fred, I see you shaking your head. I'm sick and tired of Vegas getting all the fights. Why is Vegas so special? It's hot as shit. It's dry. It's cold at night. You know what I mean? Why is Vegas so special? Ain't no good booty balls out there.
Your architecture is amazing, though.
So let's have it in Rome then. Let's have it in Greece. The architecture is absolutely immaculate. If we talk about architecture,
it's gonna be hard for niggas to get over there.
You know where it ain't hard for niggas to get? Atlanta. Everybody in Atlanta. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 75,000. That's just me though. I ain't gonna hold the line up too much longer, man. I'm gonna get off here and listen to y'all cook, man. But like I said, Kyle, I'm gonna send you them receipts, man, and y'all can talk about it on another day. But I was just overjoyed today to see how far down the line, if your name wasn't Mayweather, how far down the line these boxing pay-per-views have been in the last, 12 years.
What did Jake Paul do? How many did he sell?
Huh?
What Jake Paul sell?
He ain't even close. Bro, I'm talking about boxing is so far down the list. Like I'm talking about just combat sports, period. That's what I looked up. Just combat sports, period, on several different sites. Boxing is so far, if your name ain't Mayweather, boxing is so far down the list. Like Conor McGregor has lapped Canelo by a lot. I'm talking about by a lot. It's not even close.
And nigga break his leg every fight.
He do now. I was a fan until he threw that dolly through the bus, man, and started acting like a jackass. But, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Nate Diaz outsold Canelo one fight. Yo, can you believe that? Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal outsold Canelo. Oh, man. I'm just, I just enjoyed that little piece of information, man. I'm tickled pink, but I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Hey, yeah. What's up, man?
They gotta make Atlanta the new mecca for boxing, bro. At least for black fighters, that is.
They gotta do what now? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
They gotta make Atlanta the mecca for boxing, at least for black fighters, that is.
Of course. Cause Kyle, we've been to 2 fights together. You know what I mean? In that city, I've been to Atlanta with MMA fights and boxing matches. As long as people know there's something going on in the city, they're gonna come out. It's a reason for them to get dolled up and get fresh, to put that shit on, as we say. It's just they just need a reason. Don't really matter. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all take it easy.
Appreciate you, DJ.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just think the median in Vegas is a lot higher to put on the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Dan? What's up, Village brother?
Hey, bro, how y'all doing?
Be good, man. What you want?
Yeah, I just wanted to actually, what do you call, add
Pray?
to what, huh?
Fuck. I said, you want to
Yeah,
pray? You
yeah, I'm
come.
on a break.
Oh, okay.
I'm always working. So, yeah, I wanted to add on to what DJ was saying. I 100% agree. I believe it. And also something that, I hate to say to all the Terrence Bud, the Bud fanatics. I know, like I'm a Bud fan. I'm a Spence fan. I happen to think that Spence is gonna beat him. I think it's gonna be real close when they do fight. But I happen to think that Spence is gonna beat him. For Bud, like this whole issue of like Bud being, A side, all this. I think this kind of proves it that Spence is the A side because what was it? 190,000 pay-per-view buys. That's why. That's why he's not getting anybody excited to watch his fights. I'm sorry, not enough people, I should say. And it's nothing against Bud. Yeah, it, if he would be a little bit more active with getting a hold of just like black media and just trying to get get his name out through them more so than in, like Kevin Iole and all them other dudes, because at the end of the day they're writing articles about how he's irrelevant, how he's not pound for pound, and we all know he is. um I just happen to think that if he were more active in that circle, in the black media circle, and not just LDBC, I think he could have gotten a little bit more, a lot more people watching his fight, and a lot, and it's unfortunate. It's not that Bud's like a bum or anything like that. He's not. He's a great fighter, but I think in a lot of ways he's mishandled his perception in media in general. Um, I also wanted to actually thank you, Fred, for bringing Hagler descendant. I'll say it like that, and as well because that was a great. I think everybody can say like will agree like there's so many gems that we got out of him talking about his grandfather like that, and just wow, you know. That's all I got.
No, appreciate you coming in.
No,
Enjoy work.
always do.
I thought you were coming in, come pray. You was coming in so solemn. I thought you was about to say, "Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll be back in the chat.
All right, appreciate you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Vegas rooms are kind of they're not like hella like dope. The outside of the buildings are a whole lot better than the inside, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean they old. Like shit, they ain't remodeled in such a long time.
If you don't stay in the Bellagio or something or the MGM Signature, I mean shit.
Kyle ain't paying $200 a night for a room.
Hell no.
Neither. Frugal Freddy. Neither Frugal Freddy.
Hey,
I ain't doing that shit. Yeah.
You don't go to as many fights as I do trying to be a fucking baller.
Say it again.
What you say, Kyle? I'm media. I ain't got to pay.
That's for one fight. Hey, but listen, I tell you this though. This weekend, listen, if y'all thought I was moving and grooving last week, you ain't seen nothing yet. Boo, baby. Listen, I'm locked in with both camps this weekend. Cool Boy Steph camp, Reese Salim camp. Listen, man, I'm good to go this week.
Gotta get footage.
Nigga, you kidding? I'm gonna figure out how to get backstage this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving this time. I'm gonna hold a bag or something.
As you should. Erickson, Lubin, Danny Garcia. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a concept limit.
Who?
Is that sign still delivered?
Well, I mean, something got to shake because if they doing a rematch, something got to shake. So that means Danny Garcia is a WBC fighter. So, yeah. So
Lubin gonna bust him up.
It's a good fight though.
But if Danny catch him,
well, Danny got to close his eyes to catch him. Shit.
No Eye Danny is back. No Eye Danny is back.
Say, man, salute to y'all. I just want to say, damn, bro, like it's earned, bro, all the way around. Whether it's respect, whether it's vitriol, it's earned in a sport like boxing because once you get inside that square circle, bro, you can't hide. You know what I'm saying? In the media age that we live on, you got to be careful what you say because the shit don't age well, and a lot of times you got to stand on it. You feel what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman caught a lot of flack for the way he handled the Earl Spence situation. You know what I'm saying? And the shit didn't age well. Look at him now. You feel me?
Milk.
Like milk. So all I'm saying is, if Bud would just be more honest, them few times that the microphone do come in his face, you feel what I'm saying? I don't think he would get so much of the shit. Because shit like he said like this. Okay, Earl did 25,000 pay-per-views when it came to him and Sean. But Sean sold that pay-per-view. He carried that pay-per-view. That's why he did that. And then boom, you turn around and have a fight with him and only do 190K. So if that's the case, my brother, how many of them fans were Sean fans? You feel me?
Hey, 817. I was at that fight. I saw one piece of Sean Porter merch. And guess and guess who was wearing it?
His daddy.
His daddy, probably.
His wife. No, his wife. No, talking in the crowd.
So we all know Omaha was in the building. But my thing is, like we're saying, Sean Porter ain't got no motherfucking fans. We knew Sean Porter didn't have no fans when he fought Earl Spence. Who is Sean Porter fan besides his family? Keep it a buck. Especially after this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what I'm
defending his daddy too.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Shit like that don't age well. When it came out his mouth, it aged like spoiled milk. Because it didn't make sense then. Because we all knew he didn't have no fans then. You feel me? And I kind of feel Bob saying I don't want to pay him an exorbitant amount of money. Because the motherfucker ain't got no fans. He just a good opponent. And he wouldn't even that. For the last part of the fucking fight, him and his daddy. So, man, look, bro. Some of that shit is earned. Terrence Crawford gets respect for his skills, but he gets shit for everything else. You know, and his resume is shit by way of him re-signing with Bob. You get what you earn. That's all it is to it, bro. Especially in this realm. You get what the fuck you earn. Now, what he can negotiate, that's something different. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And much respect to whatever motherfucker that can negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Because that's truly whatever you worth is what you can negotiate. I truly believe in that. But I mean, I'm like Fred, say, man, own your own content. Build your own motherfucking profile. Quit paying the motherfucker. These promoters, they paying these motherfuckers. They ain't no but money grubbers, bro. They not promoting them. Bob flat out told the motherfucker that you got to promote yourself. And he got the title of promoter. Now, I understand that shit go hand in hand. I see what Bob was saying. Hey, man, you got to do a little something, too. I can't set you up for shit and you not go and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit, though. You know that's some bullshit, dog.
Facts. He got to cover his ass, you know. Everybody know. He got to cover his ass. But you know, that's part of the game too. So if it happened one time or two times, he can stand on it. He might have wanted to send him to Tenahawk Cornfield or something to do an interview, and Bud probably said, fuck that. Oh, he's difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, or like I was thinking, you know, we saw Earl on the Breakfast Club, right? And the one thing I guess Bob know about black culture, I heard about black culture was the Breakfast Club. So I heard him mention, we tried to send him on the Breakfast Club, and you know what I'm saying? Well, damn, was it after Earl? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you did? Could you get me on another platform solely that he ain't been on? I don't want to look like a repeat behind him. I get some of that shit. So the lack of promotion, man, is sad, and it's sad to see these brothers going here and get their heads beat in and shit, and then have to give their money away to all these cats. You know what I'm saying? And then us, the fans, we just hungry for more.
Right.
So, but salute to you, man. I'm gonna get out the way. Kyle, man, light skin for the win all the time, bro. Do your thing this weekend.
Hey, listen, man. Another one like the other one.
Fuck you, man.
Eat it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Two-Eyed Earl is back. What y'all gonna do?
Thanks.
Hey, Fred, I'm tired as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I'm tired.
Go ahead and get out of here.
Hell no, man. We ain't get out of nowhere, man. It ain't even 11.
Slugger Sam, what's up?
Yo, salute. What's good, y'all?
I don't know, man. Did you put your Timbs on to make this call or what?
My Timbs on. Listen, man, I stay hardcore 24/7. Y'all know me. I'm known on YouTube. And listen, man, I'm about to tell both of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna do me like the other callers. You're not gonna play that song and hang up on me. You do it to everybody. Don't do it to me, man.
All right.
You said we're not gonna do. Are you threatening us, though? Is that a threat?
Oh shit! Yo, by the way, is that Beyonce? You sound like Beyonce on the song, or is it somebody else?
Nah, that's not Beyonce. That's Tony Gwynn's sister.
Okay. But man, I've been saying my thoughts on the fight this whole time about what I really thought would happen.
Yeah.
And man, have you guys seen what that one kid did to LeBron the other day? What's his name? Isaiah?
Yeah.
How he tried running. Listen, if I see Kenny Porter, that's what I'm gonna do to him. I swear on everything, man. If I see Kenny Porter, I'm gonna run up on him. He should have never threw in the towel, man. You know what I'm saying? He should have just waited out, see what happened.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you. He should have man. You got to give the fans what they pay for, man. They pay to see the fight to completion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to be fair. Like, I get the fact that it's his son, and you know, he might have had a feeling that he would have got knocked out anyways. But Sean looked better than anybody that's ever got knocked down. You know, he didn't even look hurt at all.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And he could have. I mean, look, I'm not trying to compare it to this, but what happened with the first fight, Corrales and Castillo?
Yeah, that man.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't say what would happen, right? Like, just because you get knocked down, it don't mean you're going to lose a fight. You can get up and do what Corrales did, right? Yeah. So
right. No, you're right. You on to something.
Yeah, but I don't want to say too much into it, Fred, because I've been going off about it all week, man. So I've had a headache just going off at Kenny Porter. You know,
let me welcome you to the show.
All of 2 days, huh?
Let me welcome you to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you, dog. Thanks for beaming in for the first time.
I appreciate it. No, well, I've called before. I've called on the line.
Okay, well, well, first time you beamed in. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Thanks for having me on. Y'all take care, all right?
Appreciate it.
Peace.
I want to listen to this with you. We're going to go to Blue Bloods. Since Blue Bloods the home team, we're going to go to Blue Blood and listen to Keith Thurman. He went live. Y'all sent this to me while I went live, but I couldn't play it. Here we go.
For a lot more. I'm fighting for a lot more. It's a passion. It's a dream. It's for the fan. It's for the network. It's for everybody. It's for everybody. All right? I don't got to be a champ. I don't got to have a belt. I eat better without a belt. I stay hungry without a belt. It's okay, though, because we're going to be right back on top. Come on, look at it again. What time is it? What time is it? Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody here but the champ. Ain't nobody here. Yeah. Oh, we coming back. We coming back. Bro, trust. There's a lot more than talk. Ask anybody who been in the ring with Keith Thurman, man. I've been out here, been doing things, been in the game. The toughest fight for anybody. Anybody. Trust. Believe. If you don't believe, I'm gonna turn you into believers. Look, man. Salute to my boy Sean, man. Shoot, I went to sleep after the fight. That was a late fight. ESPN, what y'all doing? East Coast people, man, I'm 33. I'm about to go to bed nowadays. I can't even watch these fights no more. You know what I mean? But I had to see it. I had to watch Bud do what he said he was gonna do. Come bring that fire. Stop a man that ain't never been stopped. Didn't put him down once, put him down twice. You know? It is what it is, man. It's inspiring. It's inspirational. You woke me up. You woke me up. I'm in here. I've been working. Hour on the spin bike. Brought the gloves. Hitting the bag. Just putting in work. That late night work. You know? We got my birthday. We got the holiday. You know? But I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay on my diet. It's green bean casserole for me and a little bit of turkey and a salad on the side. That's what I'm having for Thanksgiving. You know? That's all I'm having. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to spend time with the family. I'm going to be with my mama. I'm going to be with my daddy. I'm going to be with the family. You know? It ain't about stuffing my face. It's about waking up and being grateful. How grateful am I that I'm still at the top of the welterweight division? Say what you want to say. Where he been? What he doing? Where he at? This is where I'm at, man. This is where I'm at. And it's all good. And it's all love, you know? I know I talked a lot of shit in 2019. I know that shit came to bite me back in my ass. But that's what happens, you know? That's what happens. Especially when you play a tough game like this one. One of the realest. Hold up. One of the realest. Come on now. Every other sport, they done put in more rules. They done more things. You can get fouled. You know what I mean? Shoot, if we get fouled, it's a low blow. It's getting punched in the back of the head. It's a kidney shot, you know? And it ain't even a foul unless the referee see it. You might see it. Did the ref see it? They can show it on the replay. Did the ref catch it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, man, I'm coming back 2022. We got an announcement real soon. That's why your boy in here working. Okay? Weight management, on point, doing what I got to do. There's a lot of great fights. Philippines shout out. Yeah, Javante Davis, you know. It's not even a real fight, man. Ella be just talking. Wasn't even a real fight. Was never going to be a real fight, you know. Maybe sometime down the road is a real fight, you know. McGregor versus Thurman. You'll watch the fight? Shoot, that's a different one. That's an off season. It would have been a fun tune-up, but I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to get in there with the champs. I love great fights. I'm ready for Crawford. I'm ready for Spence, you know. I just want to get back, shake it off. Shake it off. Just a little bit of the dust, just a little bit of the rust. And then we're going to come back shining, baby. Come on, man. Trust me. I'm waking up, and I'm going to wake you up, all right? You're going to see Keith Thurman's coming back. I'm coming back. I don't care how long I got to be in here. I don't care how long I got to work. I don't care how much sleep I get. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. It hit home. Sean Porter announced retirement, man. That hit home, you know. It's hard being in this game for a long time. When you've been running in the ring the way that we've been running in the ring ever since we was kids, you know. But I missed a lot of action. Oh, I'm starving. I'm licking my lips, man. I'm starving out here. Come on, man. It's time. It's just that time. It is what it is, you know? If they don't want to get into work, I'm gonna get in some work next year. Your boy's going back to work next year. Some way, somehow. You know?
Shout out to Boo Buzz Sports TV. Go ahead. What's your take on that?
I can't believe you be listening to that shit, man, for that damn long, man. Jesus, I hate that fucking guy, man. That video, that video right there just showed you why I don't like that dude, man.
He corny, right?
Damn.
Hey, I'm listening to Keith Thurman. I learned something. Is that Al Heyman did a really good job at overpaying these fighters, getting them a lot of money, or I wouldn't say overpaying them, getting them what they worth early on, and that kind of spoiled them. You know what I mean? Now they won't come back for what market value is across the board, and it kind of inspired them to only fight once a year, once every other year. And Keith Thurman is is one of the greatest enigmas in boxing because of that. You know, it's Keith Thurman is such an enigma. Mr. Henderson, he can fight though, Fred. Yeah, but he only fights once every 2 years. Why would I be a fan of a guy that don't show up?
That dude was so corny, bro. That was so corny, man.
Wasn't it corny? It wasn't even exciting. It was so flat.
Dude. You made me listen to that shit, man.
Yeah, he fighting Abel Ramos. So I heard. Someone just put it in the chat too.
No, he ducked out of that. He was supposed to fight him January 1st. He ducked out of it.
Well, he got to fight somebody. It's not going to be Berto. Berto ain't training. Berto having a Thanksgiving weekend feed in the community. Shout out to Andre Berto. Man, I don't know. I don't know who he gonna fight. You know it's gonna be a Mexican. Come on, Al Heyman only fights. Al Heyman only matches Mexicans, dog. So it's gonna be a Mexican or a Latino. Excuse me. That. Maybe no, that's 54. No, that's not. No, that is 54. He fought. What's up with Tony Harrison? Tony Harrison's due for a fight.
Yeah, get him on the show, Fred.
Yeah, I gotta call him. Tony Harrison too. I mean, Robert Easter, but he got that domestic violence case. So.
Oh, that was domestic.
Yeah. These motherfuckers wild. These motherfuckers be wild in these streets, dog. I don't really want to interview him because he gonna curse me out. Mr. Henderson, Fred, you believe Crawford beats Thurman? Who beats Sean? Yeah, I think that Crawford beats Thurman.
Come on.
Yeah, I think
stop this shit, man.
I think
dude, Keith Thurman. You're a fucking loser, man.
I don't know if he's a loser, but he's a underachiever. He totally wasted his career, man. He's gonna kind of like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo's the same way. Just wasted. They never he challenged himself, but then you take 2 years off, and Jamal Charlo is the other way. He's never challenged himself. We've never seen Jamal Charlo have to be challenged. He's never fought an A-level opponent. DJ said, check your DM.
Shit, I can't. I'm on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Keith Thurman, I'm done, man. He said he want to fight in 8 months. Man, get out of here. Who the hell gonna wait around for you and you've been out for 30 months? These fighters be
Hey,
they
Fred.
delusional, dog. What's up?
Fred.
Uh-huh.
I hate two fighters and they think I hate every fighter.
That's fine.
You know. I hate that motherfucker Keith Thurman, bro. More than anything. I hate him more than Sean Porter, to be honest with you.
Man, they say I hate black people. So I mean, hey, shit. Hey, welcome to the club, man. And I'm the only person in the history of the sport to challenge Bob Arum. But everybody's black on the internet, right? Tiafimo running amok right now. His dad challenging people. I think if the Haneys would have challenged him there, he wouldn't have challenged that other dad. You know what I mean? I think Bill and Devin should have reminded him, hey, hold up, slow down. Slow down, big homie. Slow down. Ease your horses. You know? So
well, he did something else?
Nah, when he used the N-word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting. But I mean, that's why Malcolm X was so special, man. No way he would have traded in integrity for money. No way. I
got it, DJ. I got it.
All right, let me get Mr. Henderson on. What's up?
Fred, you can hear me?
Yep.
Fred, so I just got one question, man, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, it's just one. It's a lot of debates about Crawford, Spence, splits, and all this shit. So Kenny Porter said that he had to stop the fight because of his son's approach to training. But he didn't stop the fight. So Terrence Crawford beat somebody who didn't train as I don't know, as dedicated that the trainer wanted him to be. But he was at his peak against Earl Spence. So does Crawford get more credit for knocking out, and I don't even know what that is, for getting the win over this version of Porter?
Oh yeah, he gets. I'm giving Terrence Crawford supreme credit, man.
Yeah, man.
Whatever high credit you can give him, I'm giving it to him. Because I was the guy that said he wasn't that good. He ain't fought nobody. So he made me eat crow. I'm not discounting that win. I'm disappointed in the Porters for selling boxing short. They cheated boxing. The Porters cheated boxing. You know, and
man, I don't want to speculate.
Speculate. How you doing, Destiny Black? We appreciate you coming in. You should beam in, Destiny Black. You know what I mean? You might extend the show another 15 minutes. What's up? Go ahead, Kyle. You don't want to speculate what?
It just seemed like Sean Porter knew the talent when he got thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he was looking at his dad in the corner. It just
Kyle, I didn't see that though. I didn't see that. Like the way Sean was looking at his dad, like that was I don't know. I saw that look differently. It was like it was almost like a damn, man, why'd you do that type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like you lucky you my dad. That's what I saw. Like you lucky you my dad. He walked away from his dad after it.
Mm.
He walked away from him. I don't know. I just saw it different. And I do see Earl. I see Earl stopping Crawford.
Click that link, Destiny. There you go. Click that link. Only Destiny.
Crawford keep his head up too much for them exchanges, man.
About to get out of here. Yeah. I mean, Crawford is solid. Crawford's solid. I'm not a fan of his.
But you're not picking him over Spence.
Nah, yeah, but we gonna bring Destiny in. But she don't want to show her. Why you don't want to show your face, Destiny? You know
All
we
right,
want.
I'm gonna slide, Joe.
No, you can stay on. You can stay on. She might like you more than she like me. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? She know how to take pictures though. How you doing? How you doing, Destiny?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
I
How'd you hear
think
about?
Kenny was capping. I'm sorry. I did not like what Kenny said. He just didn't want to give Crawford his flowers because he knew that finishing was coming.
That finish definitely was coming for sure, and he cheated you, he cheated me, he cheated Kyle, and he cheated everyone in the chat and everyone in the sport of boxing, man. And I thought Sean could have continued. Could he have won? I mean, that's what makes it great. So I wanted to see Sean attempt to be great. Destiny.
I'm here.
Okay. How'd you hear about the channel?
I always hear about Fred and boxing conversation. You was the one that exposed the NBF. You also was the one that exposed the franchise belt. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was long ago. So you're a boxing fan. Who's your favorite fighter?
I don't have a favorite fighter, but I like several.
Who?
I love Bud. I love Shakur Stevenson. I love Devin. I like Spence.
Yeah, Spence is special. Spence is.
I just do not like Spence sexuals. They're aggravating.
Oh, are they?
Yes, very much so. They're like cinnamon sugar groupies.
People want to see you beam in. I mean, people want to see your face. You're gonna have to click that camera button. You know that camera button at the bottom to the right?
Do y'all know it's like midnight where I'm at? I look good and terrible right now.
You in Tampa?
I said, it's like midnight where I'm at. Oh no, it's 1:00.
That's 1:00. Yeah, that's fine. 1:00 works well with men. 1 a.m. with women. That's perfect. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man, we totally appreciate you finding the platform. And yeah, you got next time you come to the channel, you gotta beam in with your face.
I will beam in next time I come to the channel, I promise. But right now, it's like 1:00 in the morning. Come on now.
I totally respect that.
My hair on top of my head.
No, she's in Tampa. You in Tampa?
No, I'm in Houston.
Oh, you in H-Town. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a Trogo fan.
I mean, what?
You're a Trogo fan.
No, I like Charlo. He's all right.
Okay.
But they kind of like coons to me. I don't like how they always be capping for Canelo. I do not like that.
Okay.
Bonnet or scarf?
Bonnet or scarf? Hello?
I'm here.
Bonnet or scarf?
What happened?
Ask again, Kyle. Go ahead.
Bonnet
or
which one do you wear? A bonnet or a scarf?
I don't wear none of that. I don't even know what that is. I'm downtown Houston, Dank.
See, they don't. So they think you're. People in the chat are uncertain if you're a woman. They questioning you now.
They think I'm a man. That's ridiculous. I'm ex-military. Actually, I got out in 2011.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I don't know why they would think I'm some goddamn transgender.
I don't know. That's why you should show your face. Just say fuck it. You know what I mean? But next time, I'm sure you will. Yeah.
You probably a damn transgender if you worried about if I'm a transgender. You probably wish I had a dick. Fuck out of here.
No, we don't wish that. No. But Jamel Charlo is fighting in Houston. He's fighting his he's gonna fight his unification.
68 Quebec Army. You're welcome.
What branch of the military were you in? Hello? Can you hear me, Destiny?
Army?
What branch of the military were you in?
Army.
Oh, the Army. That's love. That's love. Was the military your first choice or your second choice?
It was my second choice because my ex-husband acted a damn fool in Germany. So I had to get the fuck out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so you traveled the world prior to the military. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, so you traveled the world prior to joining the military.
Yes. And before that, I was a police officer in Montgomery, Alabama.
For real.
Dead ass.
Nah, you got to be, man. We got to interview you. Nah, we got to interview you now.
Yep. See, I was stationed at Fort Bliss.
Nah, this story is becoming extraordinary now. So we're going to have to interview. We're going to have to do a 15-minute segment with you. Tomorrow, we're doing a 15-minute segment with you.
Okay, I will definitely be in tomorrow. What time?
Tomorrow, 9:15, which is 11:15 your time.
11:15 my time? Okay,
yeah.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, beam in tomorrow. We're going to have a good time so you can flirt with everybody in the chat.
I can what?
You are yeah, tomorrow, 11:15 your time. Oh, now you're getting quiet. What'd you say?
Okay.
For sure. No, but I'm very interested to know the mindset. We ain't got time to do it tonight, but the mindset of going from she got out of here. Okay. What's up, Troy?
What's up, man?
How you feel?
Good. I was just interesting lady. I may or may not tune in to hear a story tomorrow, man. Very interesting lady. Mm-hmm. But now I'm still surprised that people are questioning Crawford's win over Porter. There's nothing to question. He beat him. And he did something that nobody ever done before. He TKO'd him and stopped him, and now he's retired. I mean, what is there to question? What's up, Kyle?
What up, Troy?
Is there anything to question?
No.
Yeah.
The only question that we have, is why is Kenny Porter such a piece of shit? That's the only problem we have.
Don't do that. No, he's not a piece of shit. He made his decision. He's a trainer and his father, and he made his decision. I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna tell the man he's a piece of shit. No, I'm not gonna say that. Why is he a piece of shit to you?
I don't like his attitude as it pertains to stopping the fight. You know, you can stop the fight. He didn't even hug his son. He didn't even hug him when the fight when he threw the towel in. He ain't hug him or nothing like that. He didn't make it seem like he was care for his well-being. I feel like he robbed Bud of a knockout, like a real knockout, because Bud was gonna stop him.
I can't say that either. I mean, because Sean's eyes were clear, so he probably would have got TKO'd. But a knockout, he probably would have. I don't see that because Sean's eyes were clear, and I don't think he trusted his son's manhood in that instant. So, but I'm not gonna call the man a piece of shit because I'm a father myself, and I don't know what I would have. In that situation, I would have trusted my son's manhood because I could see that his eyes were clear. But I'm a totally different man than Kenny is.
Yeah, tragically obvious.
Huh?
That's obvious.
Yeah. So, that's just me. I can't really be that harsh on the man and say, he should have did X, Y, Z and all of that. Nah, can't say that. I mean, because
all I'm saying is, if you look how when Danny Garcia lost that fight to Earl Spence, go look at Andrew Garcia.
Yeah.
And then go look at Kenny Porter through the talent.
Two different men. Again, two different men. You're talking about two different men.
Listen to what I'm saying is, one made it seem like he gave a damn about his son. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he came off in the ring talking that shit, it just seemed like, man, he didn't give a fuck. It didn't seem like it didn't seem like the nigga was trying to save Sean Porter, because that ain't the first thing he said.
Nah, he said he saw something in training, which if you saw it in training, you should have fixed it in training. Right?
Exactly.
I don't agree with the stoppage either, but I would never question his fatherhood or anything like that because that's not my
I
place.
didn't question his fatherhood. I questioned
You said he was a piece of
motive.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I call him a piece of shit. That don't mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying he a piece of shit father. I say he a piece of shit. What the fuck they got to do with him being a father?
And you just said that he came off like he didn't care. When he told me
Yeah,
to go look into it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say that I don't agree with him, which I don't, like I said. I don't, but Sean is always gonna be is viewed as a very good fighter. He's a fighter's fighter. He's fought everybody. Didn't win all the time, but that's okay. He put up a good fight with everybody, with the Spences, with the Thurmans, with the Garcias, everybody. And that's what he's going to be remembered for. The only person that really could say that he didn't have a good fight with him is Brooke. Because Brooke held and jabbed and held and jabbed, and that was the entire fight. But other than that, Sean is a fighter's fighter, and he's going to be remembered for that. You think he goes to the Hall of Fame?
I think he can. I think he can. It's close.
Yeah, he will, because he's a dual threat commentary. Hey, Mex, clean your camera. I think that he'll do a he'll get in because boxer.
Well, okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if he got in. The dude's a hard worker and a good fighter.
I'm not rooting against him.
He a two-time champion. Most two-time champions get in, so
That's not true. That's not true because James Toney's not in there yet.
Steroids, though.
James Toney's a whole lot more than a two-time champion.
Cheated.
James Toney ain't in there yet, so yeah, that's James Toney a great fighter. But yeah, hey, you doing the show tonight, Kyle?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because I'm bored. I might pop over there. Y'all talking about this? What are y'all talking about?
What are you talking about, Kyle?
We talking about we talking about the fight week, man. This is fight week, man.
Oh yeah, I could kill. Yeah, but you know what? Talking about fathers and things of that nature. Teofimo's father embarrassed him today, man. I don't know when that video's from, but it was embarrassing.
What happened?
It was when he went to the gym and did all that talking and he got pushed around. Like, it was embarrassing, man. It was just embarrassing how he conducted himself.
He said the N-word again, right?
Nah, that ain't even. I don't give a damn about that.
No, I'm asking.
I don't recall that, but you say it all the time. So I don't really give a damn about that. What I'm saying is, you going to the gym and you barking and you carrying on, and then you telling your son, man, to go ahead and knock out the fighter. I'm cool with that, but then tell him to knock out the trainer afterwards. Come on, man. It's embarrassing. You got to conduct yourself in a certain way, man. It's embarrassing because you're hurting the brand, which is your son.
So Kenny Porter didn't hurt the brand when he said Porter didn't train hard enough.
Nah, man. Nah, that's
man. What's good? I mean, for the goose got to be good for the gander.
I mean, if Porter would have kept fighting, then that's something he would have had to dealt with his father with as a man. Because if that was me and I was the son, then I would have fired my father that night off air. I would have fired him because I just felt like he didn't trust my manhood. And there's really nothing else he could tell me at that point. I'm still gonna love him, but he's fired. And I got 3 sons that I trained, and I knew when I started training them that I was only going to train them to a certain point. I knew that for a fact.
Let me tell you this: as much shit as I talk about Sean Porter, I think he did Sean Porter a disservice. He robbed him of becoming a legend, because you don't know what could have happened in that next round or the next few minutes.
He was going to get TKO'd. Is what would have happened.
We don't know that though. We don't know that.
Yeah, we do.
Now you just said you didn't know Now you just
Sean
listen.
even said
How
it
the
in
hell
the
you know
press
that? But you
conference.
don't know something
No,
else.
no, it's not me. Sean said it in the press conference, didn't he? Didn't he say that he was hurt and he let that fighter's pride get into him, and he would have just charged up on Crawford, boom, TKO'd. Once that fighter pride get into you and you just want to fire back at somebody, you're gonna get stopped. I know all about a fighter's pride, man. You hit me hard enough when I was young and hurt me in there. I want to kill you. And that's what he was talking about. That's
What,
why he was pissed.
if you can show me where you saw that at, then we'll agree. But
It's in the post conference, and he was talking about how he was pissed and he wasn't following his fight plan at that point.
He said he wasn't really hurt. He was more disappointed.
Yeah. He
got
also
that
said he went into attack mode and didn't think. He was just attacking. That's that fighter's pride that got up in him because he got
so on one hand, we don't know if he could have beat Terrence
We don't
Crawford.
know what.
But the other hand,
I can find it.
This
I can find it released in the post conference because I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole
that
thing.
man never said he didn't want to keep fighting. He never said he didn't want to keep
fighting.
No,
I never said that. I said that he said he was hit and hurt, and he let that, and he wasn't following the plan no more. He just wanted his get back at him.
He wasn't following the plan from the beginning. He didn't follow the plan in training camp.
But that's his father's fault as the trainer for not getting him back on point. As a trainer, that's your job to get your client back on point.
Okay.
That's your job, isn't it, trainer? Yeah, it is. But anyway, y'all have a good night, man. Y'all have a good night. And maybe I'll tune in Fred, what time did you tell that sister to come back? Because I want to hear her story.
She's coming in at 9:15 tomorrow. Top of the show tomorrow. Right, Destiny? You're coming in 9:15, 11:15 Houston time. Texas time as Black Fight.
I'm on the East Coast, man. So what? That's I know that's not 6 p.m. my time.
12.
And man, let him stay retarded.
I'm not retarded. You said 9 p.m., right?
I said 11 p.m. Texas time. Yeah, get him out of here. Yeah, get him out of here. Please.
All right, fuck you, Fred. Thank you.
Appreciate it. What up, Max? Deontay, did you
Yo, what up, fam?
I'll answer that after Max. Go ahead.
Shit, I didn't see that. I was reading that too, but nah, I've been on various forums on the internet and stuff, kind of seeing what the temperature of this fight was. I think everybody kind of agrees Kenny Porter did, the wrong thing. But what I'm kind of wondering about now that I'm kind of looking at the distant future, I kind of came to the conclusion where I don't think Bud's ever gonna get his just due. Period. I think if he fights Spence next, even if he fights Thurman next, I mean, supposedly Thurman won it, whatever. If he beats Thurman, oh well, Thurman already lost to Pacquiao, blah blah. If he beats Spence, Spence the car crash. Like, there ain't really no one left for him after that. I mean, he would have to fucking fight Boots, which probably ain't gonna happen. So I just don't see like where would he get his credit as being, like, even if he knocked all those names off right there, where would he get his credit for being a legend in this generation? Because I'm kind of like looking at the records and looking at the fight. I mean, Spence made it, like, became a household name. What, maybe after the Kell Brook fight? I mean, he was kind of rumored after the Mayweather sparring session as being next up. But like, what took him to the next level? Was it the Brook fight? Was it the not the couldn't be the Porter fight? So I don't know, man. I kind of feel sorry for Bud. I mean, a lot of it's his fucking fault because he don't want to promote himself. He don't want to do interviews. He don't want to, I understand. I think, you let the hands do the talking, then, when you're in the ring, but you got to talk outside the ring too. I mean, Mayweather was who Mayweather was beforehand, but he had to get that mouthpiece going for him to become who he was in the end.
Right.
Same thing. I mean, a lot of fighters, man. There's a lot of people that kind of go under the radar because they don't talk enough. I mean, or do interviews or press conferences, promo. And now you got free promo with social media. You got your own page. You can And I follow Bud. He does put a lot of like stuff of him wrestling his people, going hunting, doing like normal shit, but he don't really talk like anything boxing on his shit at all. He just now. One thing I always give him credit for is being a stand-up father because that's near and dear to my heart. So
awesome.
I'm always going.
Most definitely that.
Yeah, he always with his kids. Every day he posting something with his kids. Someone's birthday, someone doing something, a lot of family-oriented shit. But I'm just wondering, like, if he don't get that Spence fight, he might just have to move up to 154 and just go for Charlo and Montiel or whatever and just go ahead and just kill him undisputed at 154. Just skip 147. I mean, I think he could beat Charlo.
Yeah, everyone's capable. Yeah, all those guys are capable of beating each other. 11 p.m. your time, Destiny. 11 p.m. Texas time. So come in around that time. We'll start the show at 9.
But I know we only a couple days out, but like how we feel about this the Teofimo Cambosis, man?
Yeah,
I forgot they was fighting.
I want to see if he said the N-word.
Oh, the senior?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even watch that. Anytime I stopped watching the motherfuckers clips, man. It's just ignorant as fuck, man. Like everything he did, like senior at least for sure. Like senior need to. I mean, we noticed Danny Garcia kind of checked his dad a couple years back. Like, bro, you kind of making me look bad out here. You need to chill. Angel kind of toned it down a little bit throughout the years.
Yeah.
But Angel, his shit funny though. You know what I'm saying?
It's not too disrespectful. Yeah.
Like, see, this is what I've been trying to tell you. You could be mean and funny. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be funny when they do this shit, dog. Like,
I think you could tell when it's natural and when it's forced too. When it's their natural personality, that's probably how he is at the barbecue. You know what I mean? Angel, as far as Angel, where Teofimo is like, we got money now, we got belts, we the best, we the best. He's just kind of like, chill, bro, chill. Like,
You're right.
I'm not sure. Did you guys hear what Tank said about the rest of the dude? Like Teofimo pretty much being the only one that fought anybody worth anything.
That was corny. That was corny as hell. All them guys are corny, man. Corny. Now, I will give Devin credit. He's very aggressive at pursuing opponents. Outside of that, I mean, and he's the champion. He's a real champion.
He can't even get a nigga to fight him for a mandatory spot.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Even when Mike Tyson was champion, I don't remember this many people ducking. Like this many. I mean, obviously 1 or 2, but I mean, Devin's had what 3, 4 mandatories already ducked. Campbell, Fortuna, Garcia, and fucking JoJo until recently. And then Loma duck. He called out Robert Easter years ago. Robert Easter didn't want it. He called out AB. Like he's been calling out anybody. And the only thing I don't get is I could understand being scared of Tank. Right? I could understand maybe not wanting to fight Tank, but Haney's not really like a knockout artist. I know he's a boxer. He might make you look stupid, but you wouldn't take that chance? Like,
they're afraid of that L.
I guess. I mean, I don't know, man.
What else? I mean, you said he can't punch, but if he can outbox you to death, of course it's the L. If you can't knock him out, even though he's not spewed out before.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think this era, this generation of boxing, I don't know, maybe it's the social media, I don't know what the fuck it is, but I've never seen so many champions get ducked by mandatories. Boo Boo being ducked by mandatories, Haney being ducked by mandatories, I know there's someone else I was thinking of earlier, but like people to fight these eliminators and be like, oh, let me get another title eliminator. Like, bro, you already won. Your next fight should be title shot. Like, Munguia had like fucking 3 years of fucking warm ups and let me adjust. Like, I don't know, man, but I think I really won't be surprised if Cambosis pulls up the upset, man. I just don't know if they got a rematch clause.
Oh, for sure they'll have a rematch clause. All them belts.
Super rematch clause, bro.
You got to get back in the ring in 30 days.
I want to see who Bob Arum going to throw him in there with, though. That's what I want to see.
I mean, he said that Tio would only stay at 135 for, was it Tank or Haney, maybe. I saw that interview, did awesome fucking interview for it, man. I was like, I seen you kind of easing your way in there, and then you just hit him with a question. I'm like, yep, ask him that shit, I love that cheer you on. Like, hell yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I love it. I would give you credit as far as when it comes to media, what you speak on your platform is what you address to those people when you talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of these people go on these rants, 15-minute things, fuck this, fuck that, and they feel, oh, can I get a question? Oh, hey, sir, how you? Like, fuck that.
Cowards. We got a lot of cowards in media. A lot of cowards.
Yeah, I mean, it should just be a man thing. What you say over here, say it to a motherfucker when you see him. You don't got to be rude or disrespectful, but address the issue. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But yeah, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. I know y'all had a good one. I mean, shout out to Hagler's grandson, because honestly, that's my favorite out the four kings, man. Hagler was always my favorite, man. Like
that's the only glove out of the four I ain't got.
You ain't gonna get it. You got to buy it second hand.
Right.
I still think he beat Leonard, man. I just watched that fight not too long ago.
Hell,
I said, goddamn, man.
He beat Leonard so easy, dog. Like, it was so easy. I mean, it was 8-4, if that. You know?
I mean, I hate to put this out here. This is gonna be my last statement because it's probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but I've always thought Leonard was kind of overrated, man. Like, he came up big. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the Hearns fight, I mean, in today's era, he lost that 12 rounds. He lose that easy. You know, he lost against Hagler. You know what I'm saying? He lost the first one against Duran, which nobody is like just act like never happened because of the no mock shit. So it's like out of the three kings. Hey, I'm gonna let you go to sleep, cause you look like you ready to go, man. I'm all at y'all, man. All right, man.
Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, we'll get out of here. Mr. Henderson had a question. I did see that that with Blue Blood, and I want to tell y'all this. People were DMing me. Oh, he mistaked Blue Blood for you. Leonard Elby knows who I am 100%, y'all. Everybody in boxing knows who I am. No one will mistake I do a show every night, y'all. Every night. No one's mistaking Fred for anybody, man. You know, they mistake. No. Blue Blood says what he wants on his platform, and Leonard Ellerby heard it, and that's it. Blue Blood had the right to stand on it or whatever he did. But I'll just say this. I don't know what was said when it was off camera, but I would have responded on camera. That motherfucker jump out at me like that. But nobody's going to do that with me. Nobody's going to jump out with me, not unless they want to go back and forth. You know, but at the end of the day, because my ammunition, I stay loaded. You know what I mean? You know, it's but Blue Blood held his composure. Blue Blood's a gentleman, you know what I mean? And I would have handled it a different way. You know, Blue Blood handled it his way and it worked. And that's who Blue Blood is. You know, I'm the guy I'm coming right back at you because that's the only way I know how to do things, you know. You confront things with equal or greater energy, you know what I mean? And that's it. And so shout out to Blue Blood. He did it his way, and I love Blue Blood for it. So I'm just a different person. I just would have handled it different. As it pertains to Bob Arum, here's what's funny. People always say, Fred, you a coon, you a sellout. But I am the only person in this era of media. I am the only person in this era of media. When I get a hold of the person that is of interest, I ask them the questions that everybody else is afraid to ask. Mauricio Suleiman during quarantine. Sugar Hill during quarantine. Bob Arum all during quarantine. And there's so many to name, but I get them in the shop and I ask them the questions that everyone say, oh, fuck Bob Arum. He ain't shit. And they be around him for 3 days and don't ask him the questions that they talking shit about. You know what I mean? That's Bob Arum ain't shit. He robbing the fighters. And then they go cover the fight. And it's not just a black thing. I'm just saying, just generally speaking, you know. And they don't ask the questions, but I do, and I don't. And here's how you know when you standing firm on what you believe in, when you just ask the question. And I don't. Well, Bob. You know, I gotta be fair to everybody else. So let me ask now. I don't do that. I ask the question. You know what I mean? Shit, I ain't gonna make him think I'm inferior, you know. But Bob and I are. I love interviewing Bob. Love interviewing Bob. And the hardest thing is to stand on what you believe in front of the stimuli that you have to confront. You know what I mean? Leonard Ellaby is a problem. Floyd Mayweather is a problem. Al Heyman is a problem as it pertains to Tank Davis fighting. They giving us bullshit. Ooh, that's straight. Isaac Cruz didn't even fight. Did he fight at 130 or 135? His last fight.
Who even knows?
Who even knows, right? Who even
L-Dub.
Hey, L-Dub, throw up the L-Dub signal. You know?
That motherfucker could tell you. He could tell you where the motherfucker ate for breakfast, nigga.
Right. Facts. I appreciate L-Dub. You know what I mean? And it's just important that I'll say this. I did a video on this, and I did a video on it earlier today. And I'm not just talking to black media because I'm black. So people think when I say that, you just talking to, no, I'm talking to white media, old media, new media, in between media, Asian media, Mexican media. When we got a chance to stand up for something and we don't do it, you become the bitch. And I'll say this. You have coward in you. If you complain about the sport, if you've ever complained about the sport of boxing, not getting the fights that you want, and you cover Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz, and you're not covering it to better the sport. If you're covering it to say, oh, Tank Davis looked great. Oh, what's next for Tank? And Floyd say, whatever we want. And you say, okay, then you're a coward. It's just the facts. You know what I mean? You have coward in you. Because you know what they're gonna say that week, Kyle? Oh man. Devin Haney Tank Davis needs to fight
Devin
Haney. They gonna say that Monday, but you had 3 days to say that to Floyd Mayweather, Steven Espinoza. That's why none of them will do interviews with me. They ignore me. That whole clan right there, they're afraid to come in here. Leonard Ellaby is really afraid to come in here. Really afraid. You know what I mean? And I've seen, and the funny thing about it is, I've seen him curse out Dan Rafael on the Conor McGregor tour. I was there. I got this on my channel. 2 months later, he's doing an interview with Dan Rafael. Can't make this up. You cost me money. You told people not to buy the pay-per-view. Fuck you, Dan. 2 months later, he's doing an interview with him. Bob Arum cost me millions of dollars. Oh, he's a great promoter. How was he a great promoter and he cost you millions of dollars?
He's a great businessman.
Oh, he's a great businessman. You know, see, I don't operate like that, man. You crossed me once. That's it. That's why me and Tank, not Tank, me and Kenny don't get along, man. He crossed me and I'll never respect him. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? It's just that. You can't cross me and I'm independent and you think and you think you can just come back and no, it don't work that way in my life. So, and that's another thing. All these media guys are independent. You're really independent. So you can do what you want. You don't need a credential in boxing no more. Those credentials are really overrated. You get what I'm saying? Not overrated in the sense of it doesn't have value. I don't want to sit here and say it doesn't have value. I'm just saying if you really want to be if you want to be great, you can't be great. You can't be a great media guy with a credential around your neck. You can't. And I know that being on both sides. You can be good, but you can't be great. You can't. It's impossible. Kelly Swanson won't allow it. or you know what I mean, and just won't. Evan Korn, what's his name? Evan Korn won't allow. You can't be great. You can be good, but you can't be great. And that's just the fact about it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, he does. Yeah, I heard about him. And that's what we doing in the shop, man. I get so much respect. Every time I post on Instagram, Kyle, as you're falling asleep, we're going to get out of here. Every time I post on Instagram, don't you know your favorite fighter calls me and be like, keep going, Fred. Keep going. Keep going. Barbershop conversation, man. Tell me to play the song, Kyle. I love all y'all, man. Tell me to play the song.
Hey, Fredro. Keep your foot on these niggas' necks. And in the words of the great philosopher, DB. Hey, the song, Fred!
I got you, man. Joker's Wild, man. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
No one's ever confronted the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman. Only here. It's never been done before.
That was a great breakdown last night, too, Fred.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. I just tell the truth, man. And I want to give the information to the world, man. You know what I mean? What's up, Rich? What's up, Village Brother? Appreciate you beaming in. Mr. Goldstein, North Pole, Birdman, appreciate you. Club 57, respect my tech. Royce, Joker, Destiny. We gonna see you tomorrow. We gonna see Destiny tomorrow, live and in color. She beaming in. Here it goes. Nails done. How's it go? Nails done, hair done, everything good. You fancy, huh? What up, Big? Hey, we got a special guest coming in tomorrow, Mr. Goldstein. Appreciate you. Brent Jones. Who else we got in here? Money in the Ghetto. Yeah, Kelly Swanson is Al Heyman's watchdog. Al Heyman chose racism over the truth. That's why Kelly Swanson's still working, and he took my credential. Because I told him the truth. Kelly Swanson's a racist. But, you know, it's all water under the bridge now. But that's how you know a man's integrity, though. I've never sold out for money. Never. Nobody in boxing can say I gave Fred anything. Nobody. Except there's only one person. And that's Sam. You know, that's it. But every chance I get, I try and financially pay him back. The Joy of Boxing, Birdman, J-Dub. I've never gone to a party with a fighter. Nothing. Never. I've always done my own thing. No backing down. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying I've never done it. For the children, it's a given. You gotta live it. Be a blessing. It's my
what a great song, bro. Great fucking song.
Isn't it? Bobbing and weaving and changing up like the season, indigenous to the grind. So do it for all my people. Times against the system, robbing against the rope.
For recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common.
So you gotta give back, give love.
All right, I'm mutual.
Appreciate you, big homie. Appreciate you. I stand on the ground. Last time, y'all. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Where's People Hernandez at? Oh, you took a break tonight? Devil is a lie. Hey. Telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey. Some things you gotta do. Hey. Appreciate you. People Hernandez, we'll see you tomorrow night. Love y'all, man. And we got a special guest, spontaneous special guest tomorrow. Appreciate you working with us, man. Love y'all. Holla at y'all tomorrow.